It's Pool B and the battle of the undefeateds. Team BC faced their toughest test, but with veteran leadership, anything is possible in this field. For Team Canada, the back-to-back champs will be tough to dethrone. If they run the table, 3 straight tankards would put them in elite company. Only one will stay undefeated. It's West Coast versus East Coast. It's draw 6. It's now. It is day 3 of the Tim Hortons Brier. Welcome back to the second largest city in the province, Brandon, Manitoba. Along the banks of the Assiniboine River and all the action at the Keystone Center. The Brandon Wheat Kings on a 7-game road trip so we can bring you the Brier. Our feature this morning, BC versus Team Canada. First, let's flash back to last night, draw 5. And Mike McEwen, he grew up in Brandon. He's off to a great start, and that included this game. He was up 5-0 at one point on Team Wildcard, but then, Kathy, what happened?
Well, a combination of things. Brendan Bottcher got things going, and the wheels fell off here in 6. Facing 3, he is heavy. Gives up a steal of 3 and the lead for the first time in that game.
So a massive swing of momentum there in the 6th end. It went an extra end. Final stone, Brendan Bottcher, and a chance to complete the comeback.
Well, Mike had a short run on his final stone. He made it, but the shot stone came into the open. A nose hit was good for the victory.
Wow, so Team Wildcard, a wild comeback that tied a Brier record, coming down from 5 points to win a game. 9-8 your final score. Saskatchewan, Kirk Myers, a 9-2 victory over Prince Edward Island. Brad Jacobs, the Brier winner from 2013, 7-3 over Quebec, and Yukon, 8-4 over Newfoundland and Labrador. So we have 2 pools. Obviously, you want to be top 4 in each. The championship round of 8 begins on Thursday, and you carry your record forward. Let's begin with Team BC and Jim Cotter as we welcome you inside the building. Brian Mudryk joined by Kathy Gauthier, and Jim's had great success before when he teamed up with John Morris. He made a trials final, a Brier final, and now he's got a new import from Saskatchewan in Steve Laycock.
Well, Steve's a great player, but the tendencies of both Jim and Steve are to hit everything in sight. Their numbers are huge in the 90s for hits. Jim Cotter, though, 68% for draws. Steve's numbers low. You cannot beat Brad Gushue if you cannot draw.
What a career already for Brad Gushue. 38 years of age, already his 16th Brier appearance. He's won pretty much everything. Only one team, though, has won 3 consecutive Brier titles, and that was Randy Ferbey and Dave Nedewin back in the day. What have you made of his game so far?
It's okay. They're playing well, but that Maple Leaf boy, everybody rises to play against you. Brad Gushue said last night after his victory that this is the day that they need to peak. They are looking to that big game tonight against Kevin Cooey, but if you look too far ahead, you forget that Jim Cotter can also beat you.
So it is day 3 of the Tim Hortons Brier. We're going to turn a Monday morning into a Friday night, right?
Sure.
Or something like that. First rock next from Manitoba.
It's always special playing in the Brier. You know, it's the biggest event of the year. We get the biggest crowds. You get to wear the Maple Leaf on your back, which is always special. And we get excited to play in it every year. We've been here many times, but it never gets old.
Just got to take one game at a time, really, and put some wins on the board. The good thing is we're experienced enough that we've played all these teams, you know, many times over the years, and hopefully that experience will help us along the way.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada. The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by New Holland, #TogetherBlue.
We're glad you're with us on this Monday morning. We've got a great feature matchup for you. It's time to meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And we begin with Team British Columbia out of the Vernon Curling Club. Your skip is Jim Cotter, 3rd, Steve Laycock, 2nd, Tyrell Griffith, and lead, Rick Swatsky. And Team Canada out of the Ballyhaley Golf and Country Club and Remax Center in St. John's. Your skip, Brad Gushue, 3rd, Mark Nichols, 2nd, Brett Glantz, and lead, Jeff Walker. Pretty amazing, this Team Canada side. They have been dynamic the last few years. Coming into this Brier, Brad Gushue, a 33-6 record in his last 3 Briers, off to a 2-0 start at this year's tournament here in Brandon, Manitoba, up against Jim Cotter, who also undefeated thus far. Should be a great matchup. Your rock colors this morning, Team Canada, the Yellowstones, Team BC, the Redstones. And as we saw this morning, it was the draw to the button, actually won by Brad Gushue. He threw the stone, he found back button. So he has the hammer. There you see Jim Cotter, the broom is down. And to start us off, it will be the BC lead, Rick Swatsky.
I think that'll be pretty good.
And when you look at both these teams, obviously Team Canada, Kathy, so much experience, arguably one of the best teams in the world the last few years, up against a team that sees Jim pick up a new wingman in Steve Laycock. He's got the veteran Rick Swatsky back at lead. What do you make of this matchup this morning?
Well, it's interesting. This is where the edge actually goes to BC. Rick Swatsky with some great numbers so far. And Jeff Walker struggling a little bit. He is 12th amongst all leads, something that is not normal, not typical for Jeff. And we talked about the numbers in the opening, Brian. For Gushue and his team, they have quietly gone about their business, and they've got some great numbers, but teams have risen to play really well, and Brad Gushue's had to make some really great shots, some cross-house doubles, some really big shots to get his team out of trouble for those 2 victories.
Go a little for weight. Go ahead. Yep. Go ahead. Can't hurt it. Wait's close. Stay down. Let go. Stay down for line. Stay down.
Top
Stay down
right
for
knee.
line.
Half 8. Half 8.
Oh, we're coming out the other side. Stay down. Make sure it's full 8 though.
Go ahead.
Yep. I don't want him coming around the whole thing.
For us, Kathy, this is the same sheet we were on yesterday morning, sheet D, so a good chance for you to compare some of the tendencies early on when it comes to the ice.
Lots of movement we've seen on both turns, the in and the out. Sheet C has some straight spots, but this is a pretty consistent sheet. You'll get a lot of movement, and you cannot afford to cheat the broom.
Where's it? Line's good. Got room. Got room.
Top 8.
Okay, no bounce.
Top 4. Might be
We
around
passed
it. Yeah, we're bouncing.
Yep. Room.
Top T-line.
Ties in. Ties in. The back here's fine. Yep.
And you see Ty sweeping there. No, he didn't have too many at the Brier patch last night. Those are different shoe colors. But whatever works when it comes to your fashion, your superstition, red and white. Tyrell making a statement, but whatever, right, Kathy?
Well, it may be a statement, or it may be that it is his sliding foot. Often that is the shoe that the players like to keep the longest. It's the shoe that, especially if you go up on your toe at all, it gets a little bit of a bend in it. You get used to it. And even though your other shoe may wear out, it's we're very particular people. Strange is another word.
Great shot, Jeff. Good boy. Great shot.
Go 4.
Nice tap there from Jeff
15-2,
Walker.
like in this side, so
Yeah,
it's quick.
Yeah,
Looking good.
I think you got to get it out
3
there.
and
Though.
change.
I think 3.
Lots of curl here.
Close.
Oh yeah.
Make sure
3
you're
and like
positive
a
here.
positive 3, eh?
I'm going to take a look at my stopwatch handy. Yesterday morning, it was about 14 hog to hog right away. You heard Rick Swatsky say it's 15.
Okay, line's good.
Whoa, let it work. Let it work. It's got lots of room.
Should be close though. Top 4.
Just short of it.
Okay, Swat. Go.
Yep.
You can go.
No speed.
Go,
speed.
Swat.
That's 14.98. So he did try to throw a 15 as requested.
Hard. Pass that yellow one. Okay.
Okay.
Three quarters, 2/3.
Just touching the line.
Yeah. Yeah. Might get a little curl here, but they threw a couple hits up the middle already, so.
Brett Gallant, who celebrated a birthday just a few weeks ago, back on February 18th.
Hard, gotta go. Hard.
Really trying to open up that front with last rock.
Okay, my fault. We're good.
Well, for BC, some of the things that I think that they need to look at today, we've already talked about draw weight for Jim at 68%, needs to find that and get that feel. And that Cotter charge, he has found ways to
top 8.
outscore
Top
the
8.
opposing skip by at least 5% in both of his first outings
really,
as a +2.
Close.
So a lot of pressure on Jim.
Close. Got room right now.
One more.
It's still late.
Line's good. It's clean.
There we go.
I think you're close.
Yep.
Now BC
Yep,
having
yep.
opportunities to find
Go,
draw
Steve.
weight here
Right on
early
the
in
edge,
this
right on the
game.
edge. Go.
Yep.
Good sweep.
Put some pressure on Team Canada, who for them, I think this morning, part of this game is about patience. They are a very deliberate team, and no longer will they get a lot of misses from teams with that make-believe, so you be chill, and you wait for your opening and starting to peak. They are planning about how this week will go. They don't want to be the best right now. They've talked about the game tonight. My only concern about that, Brian, is you think about tonight and you forget about this morning.
Keys to the game brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 tissue.
Stuff it there. It's pretty good.
What if you're running into the crotch too? Like,
Yeah, well, that's an option, yes. Yeah.
Like-
All right. I think we got a lot of good that could happen
Okay.
with this.
It's funny you mentioned that
I
in
like
your
that.
keys, Kathy, during his sit-down interview,
Looking
and
for around 3/4.
Brad's putting on the microphone, and you're just chatting away, and he was asked about a few of the teams he'd play, and Kevin Cooey came up, and I think he was asked, I think that game's on Tuesday, and he goes, no, that's Monday night.
Okay, so
And he was dialed
he
in. He knew
knows.
exactly when he was taking on Team Alberta and Kevin Cooey.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yes. Hard. Okay.
So removes that high stone, the high guard over, but still a lot of granite
One
in
nose
play
hit,
here
double
for
knees too.
Yeah,
Jim
sure.
Cotter, trying to steal here in this first end.
Which turn do you like?
I like the out.
Jim's concern, quite frankly, are the
Just cross it
number
here.
of yellow stones that are
Close.
starting to build up. Does not want to give up a bunch this first end. So asking Steve Laycock to make that run back yellow double. Will leave the shooter there, still protecting what is in the 4-foot, but eliminating 2 yellows.
Close. Oh.
Tie.
That works.
Okay.
It's all right.
Have to curl that little bit more to catch that second one.
Yeah. Or we play a board weight.
Yeah.
Probably save this back here. Problem is the 4's not going real far.
You need to get, as long as you get the stagger off.
I thought it was a
Okay.
freeze.
I thought it was freeze too. This gets another one in the rings. They got to be a little careful. You can roll it in.
So 2 options. One is you come around and play the freeze right now, but your scoring zone
This
for
is
the
gonna be
second
fresh,
point
eh?
I think so, yeah.
You can throw the out.
becomes pretty small, and you're only on Mark Nichols' first stone.
I like that.
So this is about hitting that top red one, rolling in. We already saw Jim Cotter wanted to eliminate some yellow, knowing that a big end could be building. And so for Mark, the key is to
Wait's good.
create
Wait's
some
good.
challenges for Jim Cotter and get rid of some of those stones up front so that they can access the shot stone later.
Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett.
Great throw.
Pretty good.
Cleans up, couldn't hold the shooter as it spills
Threw
out,
well.
but does
That's not bad, though.
clean the front up a little bit for his
He
skipper.
was perfect.
Yeah, good weight. I tried not to go too hard.
Mark in his 15th Brier appearance.
Didn't roll it here.
Remember, for a time he did move out west to play with Jeff Stoughton. And obviously back with
What kind of weight do you like? Troll?
Brad
Take
Gushue,
control,
and
yeah.
great success the last few years.
Didn't roll like
Back-to-back
1.5 foot.
Brier titles, World Championship gold and silver, both those finals against Nicodine.
Good control here, Steve.
Now, one of the outcomes for Mark Nichols is that yellow stone that is in the 8-foot. It's almost as though it's behind a corner guard, but that corner guard is in the house belonging to Jim Cotter. So Jim needs to hit and roll
Really gotta go.
to that side.
Hold that line.
Hard swat.
Hard, buddy. Hard. Hard.
Okay.
And he'll jam on that back red, so it is shot stone right now belonging to Team Canada, and an opportunity here setting up now for Brad
Want to
Gushue.
throw the same way?
Sure.
Okay.
Same, maybe a little more.
Yeah, I don't mind a hair more.
I just think this will be same.
This path, if anything, might be a little slower.
Yeah.
It's a little wider.
Very similar, guys. I like that. Forward weight.
That's more.
A little more, not much.
Clean, yep. A little more. Yep, whoa. Clean, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Go ahead, Brett. I also get a wave over now.
Sit.
Spin it.
Good shot, Mark.
I think you're good. Is it third?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm going to think so. Great shot.
Thanks.
Just think what you wanted to throw for weight, a hair more, but
I'm not that good at calling line to do that, but if it's third shot, it's really good.
Yeah.
Threw that well, Mark. That ran a little bit more than.
Sure. Like that one?
I think so. Should curl still, I think. Hey?
Yeah, I agree.
Now trying to do a couple of things with this. Most significantly is reduce the yellow, so playing that long cross-house double.
And Kathy, you had a chat with Jim yesterday, and I think a good time. He wanted to wish his daughter, Jalen Cotter, a happy birthday. I believe she celebrated it yesterday.
She did.
And Jim, too, played a couple of Canadian mixed doubles championships with his daughter.
He said it was one of the best experiences of his life.
So a happy birthday to Jalen, I'm sure, watching. Dad at home?
Yep. Whoa, yep.
But Dad in some trouble here in the first end. His first. He'll hit, roll over, and remove one of those yellow stones.
Sorry, Jim. Thought that was going to finish it here.
Yeah, it didn't finish up. Looked pretty good all the way.
Yeah.
To nose as possible. Just missed this one.
Do you want to look, Brett? I think it's them.
Yeah. It's going to be hard not to
Like-
leave him a triple, right?
He can't even,
Rolling there is no good either.
right?
Yeah. I think we just got to try. You got to try and do this.
Yeah.
Ideal. And if we roll,
You roll to here, there's no, the triple
well, you'd have to
is-
throw some weight to get there. Yeah.
Well, I figured you were probably going to throw a
he's
bit
going to
of
have to
weight.
make a triple, and if he does,
Yeah.
we're going to have a full 8 foot for one.
I'm kind of thinking the in turn, Mark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You like the in?
Oh, yeah.
With normal?
Yeah.
Like good, solid normal?
Yeah.
So the premise for this shot is that it is that redstone, that his second shot. It's hard
Jim
to
seemed to
tell.
quit curling a little.
Live look. Right next door on sheet C, and oof is right. I don't know if that's an official curling
It
term,
is,
Kathy,
yes.
but for Team Nunavut and David St. Louis, he is in tough, his final stone. So I think the intern draw, maybe a little tap here to limit the damage, Kathy.
Well, it's really tough because it's not only that you face four, it's how do you get to the button.
Facing Team Ontario and Scott McDonald this morning on sheet C. By the guard, no problem. Can he get that little flip inside for shot stone, and it's close.
Oh my gosh, it's a great effort if it isn't. I think it's still yellow.
I'm with you, Kath. I think it is still yellow, but a great effort from David St. Louis.
That's a great shot to cut your opponents down for sure.
And they'll kick it away.
And so Brad Gushue making that nose hit.
So for Ontario, a great shot by David, but a steal of one for Scott McDonald.
Well, go cross.
Triple anyway.
It is amazing, Kathy, the respect these skips have for one another, as this young guy, attaboy, missing school to see Gushue. That is awesome. We won't tell anyone, we promise.
Play the intern at it. We know that. I think the outer is going to throw pretty good.
Yeah.
Play it this way.
Okay, yeah, I like that too.
Triple looks pretty tough, but you can go across the face that way. Your shooter can roll in this direction and create some problems.
Okay, let's roll at it. Right here.
Got to tell you, Kathy, it's cool seeing that youngster with the sign. That's what Mike McEwen told us years ago when the Worlds were here in 1995. And he said he didn't really go to school much that week to watch his idol at the time, Kerry Burtnick, play and win gold for Canada here. And Mike saying he fell in love with curling, and that's what this is all about as well. These young fans that come here, meet their heroes, and maybe someday that young guy will say, hey, I saw Brad Gushue and Brandon when we talk about him someday at a Brier.
Do you know what I think? That for almost every curler, they have a story about that moment when they thought, for sure, this is what I want to do. I remember sitting on my living room floor watching Allison Goring at the Worlds, thinking, I want to be that person someday.
Jim Cotter, bang, make the double, roll it over, and just over the face. How close was that?
That was
a great effort.
Very close.
Shot, Chewy.
He had two options. It curls a little bit more. Gets the triple or at least the roll over. But it's still a great outcome for Jim Cotter.
I think if you were getting that one, you weren't getting the other.
Right, I agree.
It's a really tough triple.
We caught probably a third of that back one, quarter of it.
You just got like that much of that.
Well, much better for BC than it was, but a chance here for Brad Gushue to convert in this first end.
You mentioned Allison Goring. I think that's the last rookie skip to win the Scotties back in 1990, if I'm not mistaken. So a great opportunity here. Final stone in one for Brad Gushue, an opportunity to draw in for two.
Take a look. It's close. I'd say line's
Full 8 will do. He'd love
good.
that Tim Hortons button.
T. Line's good. 14-6.
Nicely done.
And what would you expect from the two-time defending Canadian champ? Perfect draw weight early, 2 on the board, and a smile. Team Canada leads 2-0.
No, I liked it. I thought it
Welcome back inside the Keystone Center, part of Westoba Place, as this facility holds about 5,000 people. Home to the Brandon Wheat Kings. Royal Manitoba Winter Fair is also here, a fantastic facility, and the third time that the city of Brandon has hosted the Tim Hortons Brier. Our feature this morning is Team Canada versus Team BC. In that first end, Kathy, a lot of rocks in play. A couple nice shots down the stretch from Team Canada, resulting in that draw for 2 by Team Canada. So here in the second end, it is BC with hammer.
Well, I think Brad Gushue did a really good job of taking Jim Cotter out of his comfort in terms of style of play. For Brad Gushue, likes a lot of rocks in play. Jim's style, if he had hammer, would have been to keep things a little bit more open.
It's good. Shot.
But I thought BC did a good job, particularly Jim Cotter on his final stone, at reducing the damage that could have been.
Seventh Brier appearance for Brett Gallant.
Yep.
So much great Canadian junior success on the ice, not only at this Brier, but on this specific sheet as well. As Brett, he won his Canadian junior title back in 2009 for Prince Edward Island. That was in British Columbia that year in Salmon Arm.
Lock it on.
Hard for weight. Go. Whoa.
Okay, Brett.
Okay. You like this? Roll to here.
Don't mind that, eh? Yeah.
And Kathy, we mentioned those Canadian juniors. Well, there's a young man on this BC team, and he's ready to throw a stone here in Tyrell. He skipped a few times at Canadian juniors. Skipping, he won a silver medal back in 2006, and that year he lost the gold medal game to Charlie Thomas in Alberta, and Jeff Walker was on that Alberta team. So some history in junior between those two guys out here.
Lots of links for sure.
And
That's
Tyrell,
a very
nice
good
shot.
That did two things: opened up the path to the forefoot, also rolled, even more importantly, to a corner guard, something that BC can utilize.
Yeah, you can get 6 feet less.
Yeah.
Even with all the rocks in play, it's interesting when you look into the numbers. It is actually the BC team that has had more success at scoring more points so far, with an average of 9 points for versus 7 for Team Canada.
What's that?
Ever just hit and roll in behind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like board?
Yeah.
Good board. Should curl big here.
Yeah.
Give me a good board.
Good board? Go solid board here.
Yeah.
Trying to keep the shooter and utilize the corner guard that he rolled to on his first one by a hit and roll. Again, opens up the center, but makes something more than just opening up the front.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa, so.
whoa,
Whoa. Steve. Whoa, clean.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Roll it. Whoa,
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 whoa, whoa,
Yellow,
whoa,
yellow.
whoa.
Attaboy.
Shot, Ty. Good shot.
Other games on the ice this morning. Terry Odishaw in New Brunswick taking on Kevin Cooey, Team Alberta on Sheet A, Nova Scotia, and the Northwest Territories over on Sheet B. On Sheet C, we showed you the update. It is Nunavut and Ontario, both looking for their first win in our feature on Sheet D. BC and Team Canada, both coming in with those 2-0 records.
Well, I'll tell you something for free, Brian. That Scott McDonald team at 0-2 is the best 0-2 team that you will see.
Very good.
He went undefeated at his Ontario Provincials and has had a fantastic start here. A few blanks on the board as we check the scores on Sheet A and B. And Ontario, you mentioned Scott. That steal that we showed you, that update, so he leads 1-0, and David St. Louis the hammer for Nunavut over on Sheet C.
I was shocked when he said mine looked tight. My draw, the first one. Yeah. Nowhere down the ice did it ever look tight.
You guys can be louder than that, you know.
Trying to utilize the corner guard. Needs to be full 12 to outcount the Canadian stone on the other side. Would like to be third shot.
Shot.
And he is.
Top four depth.
Yeah.
That
That seems slide good.
14,
eh?
14-7. Good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
Mark trying to corner freeze.
Top four.
Yep.
Line's good.
I think we're there.
Round.
Hard for line.
We're there.
Wind's good. Hard for line. Line only. Whoa. Line only.
Back four.
As that stone settles, Kathy, let's pop in Sheet A and New Brunswick and Alberta. Shot stone back button does belong to Kevin Cooey, and the three-time Brier champion looking for his fourth title here in Brandon. His final stone to come, and with that ice, Kathy, is it just the draw
It
for
is.
two?
It's coming through the hole, but if he can tap it back.
They threw quite a few. I'm thinking I can throw the same. You think that's still max? Beach.
Now with that ice, he's not playing the tap. That would be just the draw.
Shade less still. Yeah.
For two. That red stone, the final stone thrown by Terry Odishaw, great weight, just did not curl enough at the end to get shot.
So final stone delivered. Colton Flash, Ben Hebert on the brush for Team Alberta.
T-line.
Clean. Whoa.
And of course their import in the house in BJ Neufeld.
Hard. Line's good. Whoa, wait only. Hard. Wait only.
In our feature, Steve Laycock,
We're good.
his second stone in our feature, trying to line it up and over curls a little bit. Still shot stone Team Canada there. Top button, and for Kevin.
Don't know if he tapped it too much. One for sure.
Two yellow.
So
there
the
you go.
shot confirms that it is 2. So for the 3-time Brier champion, a 2-0 lead over New Brunswick.
Yeah, like he's got the intern to lie two buried, so we have to be careful with this.
The other option, well, I don't like the tap. We could guard. Pick that clean, he makes that. We're looking at giving up 3 or 4.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, if you clean, you're okay, but.
Well, I know, but it's like quarter rock, I think.
I know, that's why I don't love it.
Okay.
Well, that over curl by
probably give me edge, Mark.
Steve really changes things for Team Gushue. And you can see that there's very little space to pick out that top stone. You wind up jamming and you create an opportunity for Jim Cotter that currently doesn't exist. This is one of those don't make the shot for your opponent.
Are we trying to guard the red?
Yep.
You're trying to guard the run back by Jim Cotter.
Good speed, eh? Yeah, speed's nice.
Quicker.
It's amazing, Kathy. We mentioned all those appearances for Gushue off the top of the show. And what I find interesting, his 16th Brier appearance, and you could say Newfoundland, Labrador, maybe not as tough to get out of as Alberta or Saskatchewan or Ontario. However, over all those times, Kathy, only one time with his record below 500, and that was in 2012 in Saskatoon. Each and every other year above 500 with his record when he got to the Brier.
That is quality of practice that makes the biggest difference. Now we saw an over curl on the center line going the other way.
That's less than 6 rock. Thought I got out to you, but
still looks a shade tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, pass those. Okay.
We'll keep you up to date all morning long here at the Brier, Nova Scotia, a 1-0 advantage. And Nunavut's tying it up 1-1 with Team Ontario, both in the third.
You want to be real close to this. When it goes, it's going to go.
So getting to the nose, tap it back to lie 2. And we'll try to roll his shooter underneath. So that Brad Gushue cannot make the double back.
You saw mine
I think we
here.
can sweep this a little aggressively.
Yeah.
'44-year-old Jim Cotter.
It's probably easy hack.
Classic delivery.
Whoa, easy hack.
Lifts the rock, brings it down smooth.
Hack. You're going to have to go, Ty.
Tyrell trying to get a little extra curl for his skip, and wow.
Okay. Probably playing that in.
Zoning for 2. Can't take that away.
Well, teams trading advantages. Brad Gushue's guard over curls gives Jim Cotter an opportunity. Jim unable to take advantage, so back to you, Brad Gushue.
Okay. I think if you get out there, it'll hang a little bit more.
Yeah. Are we same speed out here? I think so. I think we'll be. I'll give you a little bit more than that one anyway.
Yep.
Nice and tight.
I got 6 feet more.
Hold it out there.
Go ahead, Brett.
Line's good. Whoa, real tight. Might be in.
Line's fine.
We're top 12.
Line's good.
Okay, we're top 12, Mark. Top 12's fine.
Top 12's fine.
Might need some curl, Jeff.
It's your rock, Jeff.
It's going to need some curl here.
Fully.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, let us stop.
Not quite fully.
You're good, you're good,
Whoa.
you're good, you're good, you're
good. Good. That's big difference in throw there.
Good spot.
You know what's amazing? Right out of his hand, Brett said 6 feet more. And you look at where the first one is, and the one top 12, that's about 6 feet.
Steve. This, yep. How much do you have extra? Yeah, quite a bit. I don't know if there's enough room.
I don't know if there is either.
Probably
there all
just there, maybe.
You probably do have enough room.
Huh?
Lots of room to make it.
Right.
Want to get to the inside, come across.
Yeah, hit half. You got room to hit half? Oh, yeah. It's
but
there.
this is the side you want to come at to make it. And so this is the problem stone, but when they showed it from the front, it does look like there's plenty.
Like that?
Yep, let's try that.
Does it matter at all which turn you throw here, Kathy?
Well, you can throw both. If you're playing this one across the top, some of the energy is going to come out of the stone, and you got to hit it less than if you play the other turn. So both turns available. This one he can see better.
So a chance here in 2 to get a pair right back. Final stone, Jim Cotter. Throwing the out turn double. Bang it, roll it across. Can he move the yellow stone enough? And it will not move enough as it stops. Back button. Good effort, but not to be. And a steal of 1 for Team Canada. Brad Gushue leads here by 3 at the Brier.
Good go at it, Jim.
Welcome back to our Brier coverage here on TSN. 16 teams starting this journey. 14 member provinces and territories. Team Canada, Team Wildcard, and only one can move on to represent Canada at the Men's Worlds in Lethbridge, Alberta, which begins March 30th, something that Brad Gushue would love to do one more time. And he's got a 3-0 lead in our feature game here against BC. Scoring 2 with Hammer in the first, a steal of 1. So here in 3, Jim Cotter and Team BC with Hammer throwing the red stones.
The other mark, gotta get it there. Go, go, go. Wow, we gotta go for weight. Hard. Hard, hard, hard for weight. Go, 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 go.
Now the guard in front of that stone will allow BC to have essentially 2 guards, one of them belonging to Canada, even though it's in the top of the house, trying to find places to hide. Really important for BC to score in this end and stop the bleeding, change the momentum. And the best way to score too is to create some debris out front that you can utilize.
Go hard, Ty. Hard, 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 hard. Make it curl. Yep, 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 yep. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys. One. I mean, we have all of this yellow.
Yeah, that's fine. What are you thinking?
Okay. Sam, what do we block?
He does that. We peel the guard. We're in good shape.
Peeling on the next one. I know. Okay.
What else do you do?
I don't know. Go in front of our own. Think it's still slow?
I think it's a little slower than what you threw last end.
Objective of this is to choke off that guard just thrown there by BC. You heard Brett Gallant not particularly comfortable with this, thinking that perhaps going in front of their own stone really negates the ability of BC to go around and be shot. But for Brad, he knows exactly why Jim Cotter threw that guard. He's going to go around, so he's trying to beat him to it.
Right there,
it's there.
Kathy, Brad telling us before the championship, one of the keys to this week for his team, basically be rested and ready. So they took lots of time off in February, feeling it's very important, and obviously didn't have a provincial play down, but they know this rodeo really well. They've been down this path before after that 12-1 record last year in Regina.
Move it like 6 inches.
Well, I think he knows that this is a grind. It is 2 games a day, and it starts to ramp towards the championship round where you are always playing 2, even though you only play 1 sometimes in this preliminary round, but the intensity increases and there's so many more demands on your time than the rest of the year. And that is something years ago when they started to look at the sports science side that curlers didn't do particularly well compared to other sports, and that is the rest and recovery. Sometimes throwing too much doesn't make you better.
No balance.
It exhausts you.
That's good. Nice spot.
Okay, that's fine. Get the nose. Peel. Play board. If you get the guard, it probably goes, right? Kind of like peeling it.
You want to play board? You want to play board?
I just like this.
The problem with playing board weight at that stone in the house is if you get into a path that it runs down the center and you wind up ticking the red. It's going directly on the yellow. Now it sticks around.
Yep.
And that's why Brad's just trying to keep this simple by having Brecolant just remove the guard.
Good throw.
Yeah. Just threw it. If I tap it an inch low.
The other one, like I said, is he hit and roll behind all three of those.
Yeah.
Could top that to here or hit and roll.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those two.
Whichever one.
The former skip and the skip on the same page.
Control.
Okay.
Can I wait? We playing?
Control.
Control.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to do a ton, guys. Just be patient with us.
Okay.
The key for Tyrell is the overroll so he doesn't set up the double.
Here, big.
Meantime, a great opportunity on sheet C for Team Ontario and Scott McDonald. As it appears to be the open hit for 3.
Not bad.
In our feature, Tyrell, the hit. He'll flip over by his red stone. Final one on the way here from Scott McDonald.
Clean it. Clean it.
Clean it. Goes through.
Just clean. Good.
And bang on the nose and 3 on the board. And interesting, he told you and I, Kathy, Scott,
Same way you threw the other
you always
end.
want to talk to somebody when it's your first Brier and getting here. And he actually called Bruce Patterson, who played back in 1982 for Team Ontario, who is in this building, knows the venue. And I find that an interesting conversation to have when you have other guys, the Howards or Madaws, and that's who he reached out to. Interesting.
He did. He said, you know, he really respects the history of this Brier, and he said, I know times have changed, but a Brier is a Brier, and the pride that Bruce and his team would have felt is exactly the same as what I feel, and that's what he wanted to talk to him about. So just some really a neat perspective for that young skip from Ontario.
Clean. Clean. Good spot. Yep. Yep. Good.
Now looking at Team Canada, not a lot of weaknesses. Both the draws and the hits at the back end, very, very similar. But take a look at BC. The numbers on the left, that's their draw percentage coming into this game. The second number of their hits, especially Jim Cotter, disproportionately higher. But look at the balance by Team Canada. It's the comfort with both. Ironically enough, it has been the struggle for BC so far this morning with the hits.
Well, Steve, obviously the new third on this team, and talking with Jim about their relationship, and using his words, he said he's fit in really well. We've been longtime friends. He's great with strategy, and it has been a seamless transition in adding Steve to this team.
Back 4. Stay close.
Stay close to the line.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Clean. It's real close.
Back 4. Close.
T-line, back 4.
Maybe a rock kind of thing, right?
T-line.
Yep.
That's good ice for that?
Well, not much granite for Jamie Cooey to draw to. He is the yellow stone already shot.
3 for T, boys, wherever it is.
So for Jamie Cooey, out of the Yellowknife Curling Center, final still in the intern draw and find that little bit of white paint on the button.
3 for T, guys, all you. Close.
Jamie telling us as well,
For sure.
thought about stepping back from the game and thought it was time for maybe some of the youngsters out of the Northwest Territories to take over, and instead he took on some youngsters himself this year and giving them some valuable experience. As this is over curling. A little tap and he'll pick up his single.
But they have been good. Again, it's another team that is 0-2, but he has played some really tough teams and played them well.
Pretty heavy, guys. Just set it. Do you ever just...
It's either this, roll there, or here.
Or do you ever just draw top 4?
Which one do you like?
Where am I leaving it if I hit? Is it going to get partially undercover or no?
No, it's going to stay right there.
Okay. Good with either.
Our updates continue, and there is that lone red stone. It's shot stone for Terry Odishaw out of Curl Moncton.
Top button.
Yep. Line's good.
Final one on the way. Looks like
good.
an intern. What is he playing here,
Top
Kathy?
button.
Chance for 2,
Whoa, whoa.
but it's a very small scoring area for
Top button,
Terry.
Mark.
Very similar as we just
Line's
saw for
perfect.
Jamie Cooey. Needs to get right to the face of his stone. Full 4.
Oh, what a shot.
And there it is.
Great draw weight from Terry Odishaw. And it looks to be 2.
Real gradual here.
We'll get a measure here, I guess.
And BJ's going to ask for the measurements, so we'll let you know when they know. But great draw weight from Terry Odishaw.
Nope. Easy, Ty, easy.
Easy.
Well, well done by Steve Laycock to not only remove the stone, but to have that huge separation.
Yeah. Small half. The draw was pretty tough. You know, it was obviously there. He had to sort of go back. He probably
Steve skipping last year in Regina had a 6-5 record.
Or only show him a quarter, and then what's he do?
First played with Pat Simmons for a few years as well.
If we're going with that, I'd like easy.
So as promised, here comes the measure. And if we have another tie, Kathy, I'm walking out of the building. Can't have it twice in 1 week. Or
what
you
do
want
I
that?
cheer for?
Okay.
Just giving me a dilemma this morning.
Let's do it again.
Do it again?
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Yeah, I saw two ticks past the 5 on ours.
As we watch Brad Gushue attempting the double.
Yeah, that's true. How about I reset it and we do it? Sure.
So obviously they should, tighten it up.
Yeah.
To get a more accurate reading.
It's one.
Just underneath for Brad on our feature.
Too thin.
Okay.
Not quite halfway between the second one.
Yeah. Talking out of it, Mark.
So it is 2 for New Brunswick. And a nice draw from Terry Odishaw. So they tie it up after 3. Alberta, New Brunswick.
And the chance for Jim Cotter to split the house.
Hey guys, what are you thinking? It's on this spot, lots.
You know, Jim's a great story too, Kathy. One of the nicest guys in the game, and
easily.
And after 2 pretty devastating losses, that Brier final, the Trials final, losing to Kevin Cooey in the Brier, and it was Brad Jacobs, the Trials in Winnipeg, and he said, you know, maybe I need to step back from the game, spend time with family. It's a long time away. And you know what he said that sparked him again? He said it was coaching his under-18 team and getting them to nationals. He said that lit a fire under him again, and he's thrilled to be back here at the Brier.
And he does so much in the community in terms of the curling club. He has been the spearhead with his sister behind the junior spiel that goes on there every year. It's so well done. He has mentored so many teams.
So trying to line this up to eliminate a double.
And he has.
That's just
Think just like easy board there, Mark.
Okay.
Ooh, that ever straight?
Yeah.
It's just outside edge of 4.
Yeah, certainly different than the way mine are coming in there, hey? I think your 7's straight.
Could be.
So that's the one that did nothing on your hack waiter last end,
I
too.
sort of wondered that in practice.
And actually, I thought even in the first end, like, it was a peel, but I mean, I thought your peel had the hit and roll, not the nose hit there, too.
It is.
Well, a good discussion. It'll be interesting to see if the 7 rock winds up in somebody else's hands. Jim feeling that it is a straighter stone. He saw that and felt that in practice. And sometimes your spidey senses have to believe what you see in practice and maybe move stones around.
Heavy back. Whoa. Heavy back, easy board.
Jeff, close, Brett!
Jeff!
The Olympic gold medalist from 2006.
Hard!
Brad Gushue trying to roll it over a little bit and pretty much wide open. And the hit for 2 now for Jim Cotter.
It was a really nice weight for Brad, just trying to get that little bit of finish to roll underneath his own stone.
Got edge on edge, but Mark was seeing a little more.
Board weight.
Jim's last appearance at the Brier back in 2017 in Brad Gushue's hometown, Newfoundland, Labrador, St. John's. Had a 7-4 record.
Whoa.
back in 2017. His final stone here in 3. This needs to curl up to try stick it for his 2. Tyrell Griffith, a little more curl.
Okay,
Got to hold the shooter, and it will settle down. So a critical 2 for Jim Cotter in this game to pull within 1. You're watching the Tim Hortons Brier on TSN.
What's the solid side? Okay. There's a 10 foot.
Newfoundland Labrador with a chance to put a tray on the board.
Not heavy, Brett.
Is this where they're going to miss Walker? Yes, here comes Zipper. You can't give up this opportunity here. You need more than 4.
Yep.
Mark Nichols, one coming over. And he's got it.
Yep.
Trying to blow this up, blow it up. And he moved it. Yes, hard enough. They're going to have to pick this out.
Clean! Whoa! Clean!
Pick it
Whoa!
out.
Curl!
Get loud! Get loud! It's gone! The chance to win his first Brier title. It's getting frosty. Full 8 is what you need. Full 8 is what you need to become the Canadian Curling Champion.
What a way to win your first Brier championship. And then obviously he went back-to-back winning in St. John's in his home city, and then Regina last year. 35 wins and 6 losses over his last 4 Brier appearances, including this year, and a chance to join the great Randy Ferbey, Dave Nedoin, that team that won 3 consecutive. It's been only done 1 time, and that's what Brad Gushue and company is trying to accomplish in tying the Ferbey 4.
What an incredible week. What an incredible moment to win a Brier in your own province, in your own city. And that's something that Mike McEwen would love to be able to do this week. Just the crowd that week for Brad Gushue was...
I'm using a shooter here.
Gives you shivers even just watching that.
That was a wild week, too. We had the tornado-like hurricane winds, or I guess it'd be a hurricane, not a tornado. Power went out. I think the 3-4 game, was it not? Like, literally, there was some worry there with the power going out. And you mentioned that number 3, Team Ferbey winning 3 in a row back in the day. Gushue's trying to do that. Well, how about Tyler Tardy and Team BC, the first ever junior skip this year to win 3 consecutive Canadian junior gold medals. And Tyler is back for 1 more year of junior. He's eligible, and I'm sure Jim Cotter is just fine with that. All the men's teams in BC.
And you talk about Jim Cotter. He has spent considerable time over the years mentoring that team. And Tyler, when they used to come up to Vernon all the time to play. So, you know, a lot of that success you look in BC back to Jim Cotter and what he has done for teams like Tyler's in helping them develop.
Same weight.
Jim lives in Vernon, and Tyrell and Rick in Kelowna, and of course Steve, the import from Saskatoon.
Well, that was a huge 2 points for BC last and needed to change momentum, get themselves back in this game. But for Team Canada, you don't feel that momentum shift as much as you think, you know, you're still up on the board now. You have Hammer back.
Go around it. T-line.
Go around it. Whoa, whoa.
Steve's in for
Just Steve. Just Steve.
Yep, back here.
Go, Steve.
Yep.
Okay. Works.
All right.
You did it. Either turn, I think you can.
First one and 3 on that one. Pick your 7.
So, Kathy, we're lucky enough, the privilege of having the microphones and the players, and during the commercial break, there was a lot of chatter about Jim's stones and maybe trading up and moving his stones down.
Well, it's interesting. So one of the things that these teams do is watch what other teams on sheets that are throwing the same color stones, what pairing that they make, and often that's how they'll start. So Jim Cotter started with 7 and 8. They talked about him feeling it was straight in practice, feeling it was straight on that board weight that he missed, feeling that it was straight on that last stone. So they have switched it up. Tyrell is now going to be throwing that 7 rock that they felt that went a little bit straighter. They also did the recollection to when Botcher's team played on this sheet and their pairing of stones.
What are you thinking here, Steve?
But 7 will not be thrown by Jim Cotter for the rest of this game.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
And I am a big fan, if you have a straighter stone, of giving it to the second with the lead. It's just so important to be able to have good draw weight, confidence that your stones are matched, the ability to bury around the guard.
Got room though.
But more often than not, your second may be throwing some sort of a hit or a run back, and you don't tend to see those nuances as much, and you can ice easier for them than you can for a draw.
Guys, get it there.
Hard, guys. Gotta go. Wait. Hey, whoa.
Okay.
Shot stone, still Team Canada back 4.
Rip the reds.
Well, it'd be real nice to do this, yeah. Probably lose this.
It's okay.
The other option is just to go there.
And your updates continue on this Monday morning. New Brunswick, Alberta tied up at 2. Kevin Cooley with hammer. Nova Scotia and Northwest Territories in a 1-1 draw. And Ontario a 4-2 advantage with hammer in the 5th end.
So trying to clean up some of that. Goal is to remove both of those guards, including the one that is guarding in the paint. And if you can clip the one in the top 8 on the way by, that's the bonus.
Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Oh, I made a big move on me.
Good shot.
Threw that real well.
Good throw. It's still pretty good, actually, getting that.
What?
Still pretty good, just getting that one off.
Like here?
Yeah, either way looks good.
We know the out.
What's that?
This in the shootout, too.
Here?
Yeah,
same
it's probably a better angle on this side.
Yeah, it is.
Got more room, too.
Okay, T-line, top button.
10 to 15.
The only reason that they're going this way,
See, it's not as fast as the other
or the
spot.
challenge
This
of
spot will be a
going
fraction
this
slower.
way, is that Steve's just thrown the other way. Now they have to talk about
I'm gonna
path.
say 7.
0?
I'm gonna say 5, yeah. Say 5 positive.
The 2003 Canadian Junior Champ, Steve Laycock, also won the World Junior Gold that year in Flim, Switzerland. And that year in Canada, he beat Alberta's Darren Moulding in that final. They're in here as Team Wildcard with Brendan Botcher.
Whoa, yes!
Back forward, Becky!
Whoa.
Sheet A, 1, 2, 3, and 4 belonging to New Brunswick, with 1 to come from Kevin Cooley. So some pressure, courtesy Terry Odishaw here in the 4th end.
First shot. I think we got to come in there now.
And it's funny, Kathy, these are the games you cannot take your foot off the gas pedal with this new format. You carry your record forward to that championship round, and as we've seen the last few years, whether Scotties or Brier, a 7-4 record's not good enough. It hasn't been. Maybe this year it could be for a tiebreaker, but really 4 losses and you get into trouble.
Definitely a bit more.
Kevin, 79% on his draws this morning.
Little wider line. Wider line, that's the curl.
Quarter. Good quarter.
Okay.
Ben, you got to go.
A lot of curl.
You got to go, Ben.
Now they have the audible. If they can curl it over and roll in, and my goodness, is that a steal of 3?
I believe so. It sure looks like it, Brian.
2 for sure.
Weight was great, just could not get any movement.
And again, another look as
Measure those again.
Neufeld calls for another measure. So we know a steal of 2 for sure for New Brunswick.
Oh, close. Yep.
I guess if we learned one thing this week, courtesy Team Wildcard, no lead is safe as they came back from that 5-point deficit yesterday against Manitoba.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark. Good.
And Mark Nichols will settle in, back button.
Shot. Good throw. Nice speed there.
Slid's really good, hey?
It's tough to draw that.
Yeah, I know.
You get pretty
Yeah.
shot. Nice throw. I like the way you threw.
Probably right there. I thought he was kind of rounded it.
Okay, sure.
But we got to be by too, right?
Yep.
So
Now, so for Jim Cotter, wanting to come down on top,
And as promised, the measurement and the update, we know it's 2 for sure, and it's 3. So a steal of 3 for New Brunswick. And momentum for Terry Oda's shot at Curl Moncton.
Well, and you heard them say it's difficult for Jim Cotter to outdraw this, and it is, because to get that finish, to get to shot stone is very difficult. But for Jim Cotter, as long as he is frozen on the corner and mostly tucked in, it becomes tough for Brad Gushue to score multiple points, and so that is the primary goal right now.
Line's good.
Line's good.
So Jim Cotter, his first here in 4.
Straight line, guys, hard.
As his stone starts to make that move and just a little bit light.
Okay.
Kathy, you did a good job yesterday. We had a conversation about lazy handles, and you'll get maybe a little bit more curl. At this level, can these guys pull it out of their pocket and throw a lazy handle to get more curl? Is that something they can pull out of their repertoire?
You sure can. You can throw it soft, and that will it'll sort of float in, or you can throw a lot of rotation or pop it to have it run straight before it makes the motion. And so there's not just one throw in these top teams. They are able to manipulate how the rocks move a little bit by how they release it.
Brett, just nibble the button.
And my grandma, who was watching, thought you were calling me lazy for a little bit, but she turned up the volume and realized it was lazy handles we were talking
Grandma,
about.
I'll just drop the word handle.
Baba watching, so.
A little heavy?
No, I thought it was close.
I know, I'm just saying. I think it's T.
Close.
T back button.
Line's good. Just behind T. Line only.
Yep.
Wait, it's good.
Hard.
Yeah.
T.
Still there. Line only.
Great chance for Canada to lock in this side as well.
No.
Whoa, let it curl.
T. Would never even look
Let
at
it curl.
Attaboy.
And look at that, grind in sideways,
brilliant.
top button. And Team Canada line 2 for sure, maybe even 3 as you look at those 2 back 4.
Mike, stop a foot shorter than your other one.
Well, that would make sense if it's going to curl a hair more, but.
Like right now they're sitting.
Spinner. I guess all we have is this.
Yeah. Yeah, put that right here.
Yeah, I don't see much else either.
Little
Just
extra
have to
weight. I think
raise
it's
the
gonna be
stone that you've just thrown.
Substantially less ice. Probably like, here.
They're back 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it'll run that much straighter.
Yeah.
And this is not easy.
You guys tap it up.
Yeah.
Back 8 foot. Great.
So this is tough. Needs to play the tap, but this is the stone that's the problem. If you don't get to the nose and you tick off, you just wind up in the open.
Right now, Kathy, you think Team Canada line 2 or 3? It's kind of tough to say.
It is. It's obviously the 2.
Back one.
So a critical shot here in 4. Final stone for Jim Cotter.
Yeah.
Without hammer. Needs a beauty.
Hard.
Hard line!
Whoa.
Yes! Hard line!
Tap it back on the yellow. What a shot from Jim Cotter.
Shot, Jimmy.
I don't think it's shot stone, but wow.
That is a great shot, Brian. Jim wanted to let it go, but good call by Steve Laycock.
It's a beauty, Jimmy.
Thanks, good call.
Great weight.
And how many years did Steve for Saskatchewan make those calls in the house? And now for Team BC, great to have that experience when it comes to the line call and the weight.
Likely not, no.
You can't hurt yourself.
I don't think you can, yeah. Does it go that easy, though?
You're saying right onto the yellow?
Touch that, onto the yellow?
Just onto this. You just move. You just got to move this foot.
Right to the crotch.
Do we lot? Yeah.
I kind of envision it doing this, and then this coming into here, and maybe moving that, and it's still only 1.
Okay.
This is what I see, guys.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm fine with this.
one of the shots that the team was talking about is running this back. This goes in here, and if this goes out, lots of opportunities. But that's not what Brad Gushue saw or sees, and it's one of those things that as a last rack thrower.
We don't need to hair it, Mark. It'll
Brett
curl a little bit.
Brett threw one here. You said it ran straight.
So you're just going to throw big weight and graze your own stone sideways. That's what he can see.
Final stone here in 4. Brad Gushue.
Whoa, yes! Hard!
So hard to call.
By the red, pick it, move the red stone. And look at that, 3 on the board.
Unbelievable.
What a shot, Brad Gushue.
He could see nothing from the hack.
And there's 2 of the Gushue girls in the distance cheering on. And one more look.
Wow.
Tough to call, tough to make. But the Team Canada skip comes through and puts 3 on the board. A 6-2 advantage for Team Canada after 4. Welcome back to our coverage, the Tim Hortons Brier here in Brandon. Always great to be back. 3rd time this city has hosted the Brier. 1963, the great Ernie Richardson won. 1982, it was Al Hackner. And here in 2019, someone will try and raise that beautiful tanker trophy. A huge 3 on the board in that 4th end for Team Canada, Brad Gushue, and a 6-2 advantage here in our feature matchup. So here in 5, BC, the Red Stones with Hammer, and this one coming from Rick Swatsky.
Well, and it's just such a testament to going with your gut. The team talked about playing the run back to try to pick it out, but you heard Brad say, here's what I see, and from the hack, all he probably could see was just a glimmer of the stone that he needed to hit. But when you throw the rock with confidence and you feel that the broom is in the right spot for the weight, boy, talk about outcome.
Good. Go here. Yeah, you can be top 12, 2 feet short of it.
Speed's good.
And Jeff really picking up his numbers this morning, Kathy.
You bet. I'd be happy to see that.
Actually, hold on, Brett. I think I prefer this. Okay. Just in case we get a stagger there. You want it to be open? Yeah, just edge on edge here. Edge on edge, top 8.
I like this too.
Okay, that should be good for edge on edge. Top 8, boys. Speed good here too? Think so?
Yeah.
We mentioned, Kathy, obviously being Team Canada, you don't have to participate in your provincial play down, but Gushue's team fairly busy on tour. They qualified in 8 of 8 events, made 3 finals, and they won 2 of their first 5 events as well.
Don't think it's heavy. Where are you? Top 4. Don't worry.
You're by.
Whoa. Good. Play the weight right here.
Whoa. Whoa. Line's actually good now.
Okay. Just pass that.
Big.
Good shot.
Nice weight.
Well, that's a good shot. It takes away and chokes off both of those corner guards for BC.
I'm going to move one of those like behind the tee. It's good.
Yeah.
Talked about wanting to peak starting today.
Freeze isn't bad on anything.
From the style of play and the exactness of the shots, I would think that Team Canada's happy with how they're playing.
Not bad.
Probably going to roll open.
Back 8 foot.
Yeah, that's fine though, because if we corner freeze that, he's still lying 3.
Back 8, back 12.
Okay.
Back 8.
Positive draw.
Yeah. Hey, you're trying to leave theirs just behind tee.
So for Tyrell, just trying to tap the stone back. Anything in the house that is behind the tee line can help BC.
Back 12, back line.
An update now, Nova Scotia and Northwest Territories in a 1-1 tie, and right now it is Nova Scotia shot stone right on the button. Stuart Thompson, the skip, here for the very first time at the Brier. curling 88% this morning is final stone.
Well, he made some great shots yesterday as well. The final stone of Jamie Cooey's is the second shot stone. Just trying to chip it sideways could bring 3 into play if he's able to stick with his shooter.
Gets through the hole, make the tap. And where does that yellow go? And it looks to be just far enough. Is it 2 or 3?
I think, Brian.
2 for sure.
2. Still pretty good.
Have a look. I think it's just 2. Great throw.
Thanks.
Do you think just 2, Stuart?
Well,
And they're still chatting it over. It is 2 for sure for Stuart Thompson.
2.
That was good.
That was very good.
We swept a bit more. It was for 3.
For the Brier rookies. So he puts 2 on the board. He played in
Because we missed the guard by
3 Canadian Junior Championships, but always exciting to play in your first Brier.
Very soft release.
Back 8.
Soft release. Stay close.
He lines up bad. Where is it?
T-line back 4.
Tap.
Okay, we got room.
You got lots of room. You got lots of room.
Whoa,
Small
right
tap,
beside
Jake,
it's
small
okay.
tap.
Just behind T.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's it.
Right on T.
Sit. Okay, Ty. Okay. Good.
We're going to
tap
try
it
to
out,
tap it a little, don't we?
Let's try and move it out. Just got to get it out of the 8-foot.
Back line?
Yeah, back line.
Okay.
Not concerned about removing it from play, just tapping it back far enough that they will lie 4 once again.
Just
We're
through.
heavy.
Just through.
Close, Jeff. Yep. We're heavy. Yep. It's almost there.
To the heck.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Close.
Not quite.
No, no. Still a little heavy. No. Go ahead, Brett. It's killing it. Go ahead, Brett. Go ahead. On the red, Jeff, after it hits. Good shot.
And enough to
Real
poke
nice.
it through. And Team Canada lies 4
Shot.
without hammer here in 5.
I'm going to try not to overthrow this.
Sure, roll in front.
Let's create like a huge wall for this and then freeze that later. I can even try and get under, right?
Yeah.
There's a little air. Push that back towards there.
Sure, like back 12-ish?
Yeah.
So Team BC is not worried about the stone. It's the back of the 4 and the back of the 8. That's a very simple double that they can
There's less
worry
room than I
about
thought. I thought
later.
maybe I could roll behind the corner
And so
a
it's a
bit.
soft weight on the second
How's
shot
that look?
stone and try to roll underneath that corner guard. Find some protection.
Push it back 8.
Get third shot.
You like that ice?
I think I need more, actually.
I think that's close.
$95?
Yep.
So your back line.
85, yeah.
Stay close.
Back 12.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Back 12.
So those numbers,
Whoa.
95,
Back
85,
line.
Kathy, is that the
Whoa.
split time?
It is, it is.
Tie.
From the back line to the hog line.
It's good.
Another update over on sheet A, New Brunswick and Alberta. And it looks again like Odishaw's lying the 2, so a draw for 1 for Kevin Cooey here in 5. And if you're joining us, it was a steal of 3 in that 4th end that broke it open thus far for Team New Brunswick.
Well, Kevin Cooey had an opportunity to make a double on his first one to lie 2 buried behind the corner guards. Rock hung out there. He removed 1, but left New Brunswick lying shot stone. And so Terry Odishaw split the house due to the other side, and that's why he faces 2.
7-8, you make the double.
Looks close.
Throw it.
And Flash and Hebert, they haven't really
Really
stopped
unlucky,
until
but I think
now,
it's stay
as they'll guide it in.
Okay.
Shot.
And that will stop.
And he had great draw weight. When he gave up the steal of 3, the rock just hung out and crashed on a New Brunswick stone.
Yeah, we definitely go around that.
So one on the
yellow
board,
next
and
time.
it is New Brunswick leading 5-3. And they'll have hammer when they pick up play in 6.
Whoa. Yep, yep. Yep.
Watch this over there. Watch this over there. Under.
Mark Nichols through the chute, and no problem.
Sorry.
Okay.
The guard scares me. Like, sorry, Brad.
Okay.
That guard, scary.
And so now the freeze on the shot stone. Try to move play back into the middle.
Good pop on it. Real free.
Go ahead.
Back button. It's good. Back
Line's
four.
good.
Little tap.
Line's good.
Close. Yep. Small
Place
tap.
it.
Yep.
We're there.
Little tap.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Yep, yep.
Down to the face, a little tap. Nice draw weight there from Steve Laycock.
Shot, Steve.
That's shot stone.
We can pick it clean, ideally, but if we're
I think you pick it clean. He's doing this again
Yeah.
to try to.
well, no, it's as long as we can fly it out. Yeah, no, it was a roll there. Sure, I like it.
Like, I don't mind
Throw
picking
it
clean.
hard
I'm
with the
just
out turn.
Thinking this higher is better for us, isn't
Yep,
it?
no, I agree. As long as we get that out of the rings,
What do you like?
probably got to hit it hair low.
If you're throwing the out, you definitely do.
Yeah, in turn. Center line in turn.
So the discussion is not about what is the shot. The shot is to make the red go away. The question is whether you try to pick it clean and leave the 4 yellow in the same situation they are now,
7/8
or
on the
hit it
side.
thick enough that your shooter stays there and it's up higher on the Tim Hortons button, but then maybe you risk the jam. So that's the debate.
Whoa,
Yep. Whoa.
whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
He made a beauty last end, a little pick shot to score his 3. And bang, away the red goes.
And while it's gone, that is
I
not a
stopped
good outcome for Team
Perfect.
Canada.
I don't think that's going to
Did it
matter.
go far enough?
Still a
No,
corner
it
to
is fair.
use for Team BC with Hammer here in 5.
Probably went far enough where you can't come to it, or you know what I mean?
Nah,
Yeah, that
Looks like it might
might
be
let
high.
7 rock for sure.
this should be good.
Okay.
There.
So for Jim, without those stones in the middle, a chance to utilize the corner guard and get around corner frozen.
Hey, guys. I feel like an inch or 2 above it would be perfect.
Yeah.
But you can't take it out.
Pretty
What do you
close to
get?
3.
Okay.
And there's that surprising number in the middle. Although he would have been given 0 for the hack weight shot that he attempted, that he has since changed out the stones.
That's
Line's
Hair
good.
tight.
It's good.
Line's a hair tight. You're
Yes.
good, though.
T-line.
We're there.
Yeah, a little heavy.
Leg room.
We're a little heavy.
You will then.
Just gotta sit.
Not on the yellow.
It's back 4.
Okay.
And just a little graze, and that helps out.
What'd you get on that?
305. That slid really good, yeah. Yeah, we had lots of room,
good,
so.
Good chomp on it.
So mostly buried, but enough for Brad Gushue to come down to it to tap it back.
Shoot, 2 less speed.
Your line was golden, too.
Yeah.
His first ever Brier was way back in 2003 for Brad Gushue in Halifax. That 6-5 record. Came oh so close back in 2007 in Hamilton when he lost to Glenn Howard, and he said that experience he's picked up over the years and the momentum this team has carried in winning back-to-back Canadian titles.
Hard, you got it.
Right to it.
All that hard work paying off in a Good shot here. He'll chip it and move it far enough. And the force is on here now for
Same way as
BC.
Mark, pretty well. Yeah. Play is not quite as quick as what that was.
Okay.
Same will be good.
And so success for Team Canada at forcing Jim Cotter here in 5 to take his single.
Assume this is not quite as quick.
No, yeah, you're right.
You probably want
3 more feet.
Yeah, you want just a similar throw, just a couple more feet.
And really a must-make here in 5 for Jim Cotter, his final stone.
You're in the good track. Hard, boys.
As Tyrell Griffith and Rick Swatsky the entire way, they pound this one for their skip.
Stay down.
And a good draw weight here from Jim Cotter in a must-make
15-4
as he finds top 4. So a single on the board, but through 5, it has been Team Canada with momentum and a 3-point lead.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of curling Canada.
If you drive about 2 hours west of Winnipeg, you'll find us, the Wheat City. Brandon, Manitoba, incorporated way back in 1882. About 50,000 people call Brandon home. Over this year's Tim Hortons Brier, and it's time for After 5 in our feature matchup between Team Canada and Team BC.
Well, it's no surprise if you look at the bottom line, the team percentage. The edge is to Canada. They have the edge on the board, but when you dig into the numbers, it goes back and forth. The edge at second is Team Canada, but it is Steve Laycock from Team BC that has the edge over Mark Nichols. But where you really find the difference is Brad Gushue is at 88% and Jim Cotter at 68%.
After 5 is brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. It's comeback time for Team BC as they trail Team Canada by 3.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by New Holland, #TogetherBlue, by Home Hardware, Here's How, and by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
When I kind of took on this role as the skip, I knew that was kind of part of the territory, and that's why I was excited about it. It's another added layer of pressure, nerves, all of it.
It's an awesome feeling to represent your province here and to have the chance to represent Quebec for the 8th time now, and to be here at the Brier, it's a true honor.
And that will be our feature this afternoon. Kirk Meyer, Saskatchewan, Martin Kret. And you can watch that one at 3 p.m. Eastern Time as Kirk, he's been here before, but as you heard from him, first time as a skip, and same for Martin Kret, who for years was with Jean-Michel Menard. And both these gentlemen now leading their respective teams across the TSN network today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time as Vic, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy have your coverage. The Tim Hortons Brier here on TSN. And a sharp looking hat on that young man right there. Glad you're with us this morning. I love it. These youngsters on the prairie sacrificing their education to be here for curling education. With Brian Mudryk
sacrifice,
and
yeah.
Kathy Gauthier. My goodness.
It's wonderful. Often as we travel, school groups will come in and it exposes those that have never seen the sport to the sport, and for those that are playing, they see something at this level and it just makes you want to get here and work harder.
And speaking of hard work, It'll be BC needing to come back in our feature. Team Canada, a 6-3 advantage with Hammer, throwing the Yellowstones in the 6th end. And obviously that 3 stands out in the 4th end, and that great shot from Brad Gushue.
Yep. This one's a little deeper.
Playing
Last
the
way.
tick.
Yeah, 6 feet left.
Trying to open up that front again as he did on the first.
Whoa. Whoa.
Back line.
Brett. Hard, Brett. Hard.
Back
Hard.
eight. Go, back
Hard.
forward.
Go.
It's a shooter.
Go.
Great shots.
Okay, good shot.
Real nice.
I asked you this at the Scotties, Kathy, and worth asking again to our viewers tuning in this morning. The 5-rock rule, have you noticed any differences at all?
Well, there's definitely some differences. You know, you have to mentally accept that when you're up, you may not be able to keep a lead as you used to be able to, because one good shot could get you out of trouble. Now you have to make back-to-back ticks. We just saw that.
Just halfway.
You have to mentally accept that there will be more rocks in play. It doesn't matter what you decide to do. Your opponent does very much factor into what happens in front of the house.
A little high, I guess.
And still lots of debate. I don't think that there is a strong sense of comfort yet, and there's not the statistics to prove, are you better, one up without, one down with. Right now, it's still very much as your own personal preference, whether you like to see yourself up on the board without Hammer.
Gotta go. Good.
Good. One guard.
Let's hop in on Sheet B, Nova Scotia and Northwest Territories. And Shotstone, the yellow, back 8, belonging to Jamie Cooey. So here the draw for 2. Jamie out of the Yellowknife Curling Center.
Needs just about half of his stone in the 8-foot to get that second point.
Well, you can't touch it then. No! Can't touch it.
Hair low on time.
You can't. Don't just leave it.
And a little bit too much weight for Jamie as that slides through, so a missed opportunity. And just a single. So remember, a few years back, it was Jamie qualifying for that 3-4 game against his brother Kevin. Sometimes you hope those teams can catch magic in a bottle in a week and do something special, the ones that don't tour or play on tour as much. And speaking of Kevin Cooey, good segue to check in on him. Sheet A, New Brunswick, a 5-3 advantage over Team Alberta.
And this is the force, Alberta line 2. Kevin Cooey elected to hit and stick on his final stone to force Terry Odishaw to do the same.
So Mark Lecoq keeps it clean on the nose. And Terry Odishaw looking to knock off one of the favorites and looking very strong this morning, up 6-3.
Like half a rock either way is fine. Okay, let's go here. Clean. Yep. You really got her back. Good.
Well, successfully removes it at this point.
I'm good with that, yeah.
You have 2 choices. You can throw one more center guard and hope that maybe you get a stick. But on this center line and with Jamie Barassa ice that runs so straight with weight, the odds of that are pretty slim. And so now trying to utilize the corner guard to hide as much as they can.
Six. Line's good. T. Yep.
Line's good.
Line only. T-line. Clean.
A little heavy. Back 4.
Game over then. We're
Coming
by.
off.
Just on the T-line.
T-line back 4.
Right here.
It's there.
Does not need to curl. Line's fine.
Sit.
So Steve Laycock, great curl there. That pokes out the other side of that corner guard.
Okay.
Top
Good
four
throw.
depth.
That really finished.
Yeah, it did. He was pretty tight to the guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got by.
Top
I
four
got a
weight.
15 on that.
Yeah, it's good.
This is when it's, yeah, it's as quick as it is
Okay.
to the wings, eh?
Yeah.
See there, Brett.
Top four.
Whoa.
No, it's good.
Wait on
Felt
way, guys.
there. Felt there.
I think we're all there.
Top butt.
I think we're back four. Gonna have to be Brett if you need it.
There, Brett.
Line's close.
Gotta stop. Only Brett if you need it.
No,
Don't need
you never need anything. Need a brick wall. Coming down.
it. No, leave it.
Well,
leave
that
it,
suggests
leave
it might be a little bit strong.
Leave it, leave it, leave it. Okay, Mark, good try.
And it's not all bad in terms of not being through the house and needing a brick wall.
What?
But it does
Your hand
create a
is
bit of a
high.
pocket for
just-
BC to get into.
A little bit quicker down that spot.
It's okay.
You're all there.
Asas is the intern coming this way.
You know, this
you
Team
just
Canada
threw
is
14
a
out of
great
that, so
team, and you look at some of the members behind the scenes, including this man, 74 years of age, Jules Ochar, who has done it for years with Kevin Martin. They were together, what, about 25 years. He won 4 Briers with Kevin, now 2 with Brad Gushue. That Olympic gold, of course, in 2010 in Vancouver with Kevin Martin's team, and a guy behind the scenes, always scouting rocks, taking care of things for Brad, and to have that experience in your back pocket. I mean, I know coaching is critical, but a chance to win his 7th Brier as a coach is pretty remarkable.
Well, he's widely recognized and respected for what he has done in this game and this sport. And who you bring on the bench can be a coach, it can be a team-building person, a sports psychologist, a guy like Adams Kingsbury. You can have someone like Jules that is there for rock selection. So watch that rock just over curl.
One of his greatest challenges of all time was probably trying to coach me in college at Nate in Edmonton.
It's amazing he stayed with it.
That's a story for another time. Let's stick to the actual pros. And how about a key shot in this game, Kathy?
Well, it's actually a pair of key shots. And the first one we thought with Jim Cotter, it put all kinds of pressure on Brad Gushue, facing 2, maybe 3. The only thing he has is to utilize his first stone that was a little bit short, tap it up at an angle. A great line call by Steve Laycock to get it to second shot. Well, you think that that might be good enough to force just the single, but Brad Gushue could only see a glimmer, wasn't interested in playing a run back. The other 3 members of his team saw. He saw this in his mind, screamed it past. Brilliant shot for 3.
So the key shots brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Right to my bronze.
I thought it was close.
Right here.
And so far, that has been the game-defining end.
No, line's fine.
That 3 put on the board by Team Canada is the difference in this game.
Line's fine.
No, you got it. Dig a hole.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good shot. Good judge, guys.
Just good enough. Yeah, make it
Nice shot.
Thanks. Not heavy, but.
Yep.
Well, one of the shots that Steve Laycock was looking at is running this stone straight back. You catch the inside of that and you go over here, and this one is gone. But that is pretty tough and a high degree of difficulty. So they're playing the freeze onto the shot stone instead.
Back 4.
A little bit of room.
Line should be close.
Such a precise shot here, Kathy. So
It
tough.
is all line.
Yeah,
Back 8.
A little bit extra line.
Okay, we can wait all day. Right off.
Same time he had.
Right off.
This needs to curl up big time.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't want to sweep it back.
Well, the weight's very close for Jim. Just struggles with line today. Under curling on most of his.
Ran dead straight down there.
Okay.
So a frustrating morning for Team BC and Jim Cotter, and the broom is down. And an opportunity to put 3 on the board here for Team Canada.
I think a normal weight. We haven't seen many boards down this spot, so we've seen your peels run pretty straight. You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you're on the max end, but
well,
I think it's good.
It's deep in the house, so
Yeah, I like this, normal.
Yeah.
So a chance to really put a stamp on this game.
Normal.
Final stone here in 6.
Clean. Yep. Clean.
Yep.
Just clean.
Whoa.
Yep.
Clean.
Just clean. Clean.
Hit the red, hold the shooter, and put 3 more on the board, and bang.
Shot.
A 9-3 advantage now for Team Canada over Team BC as the defending champs continue to cruise here in Brandon. Those 2 threes certainly stand out for Team Canada. The 3 in the 4th inning, and then 3 more in 6 for Brad Gushue. A 9-3 advantage over Jim Cotter and Team BC. So we will move our focus a few sheets over to sheet B. And the matchup there, it is Nova Scotia and Stuart Thompson out of the Dartmouth Curling Club facing Jamie Cooey out of the Northwest Territories and the Yellowknife Curling Club. It's a 3-2 advantage right now for Team Nova Scotia and Stuart Thompson throwing the red stones. Stuart with hammer as well. We're into skip stones here in the 7th, and this one coming from Jamie Cooey.
You see Jamie's numbers. We had the opportunity to come in on a update, and we saw him miss that draw for 2, so that has not helped his percentages. And on the other side of the coin, it is Stuart Thompson at 88%, so some great numbers for the skip from Nova Scotia this morning.
David Aho and Matt Ing, Cole Parsons make up this young team out of Yellowknife.
I think it's real hard. We didn't mean to do that.
Sorry, good toss, man. We just.
But I agree with you. Like,
we're not gonna have anything. We want to make sure.
Matt is the import.
I'm not too worried about this as much as I am right second.
Who was born and lives in Calgary currently.
You don't think?
I go there.
And if you
run it in to ours.
Feel you've heard the name before, you likely have. He won a gold medal for Team Canada Canadian Juniors with Charlie Thomas out of Alberta. He was the 2nd that year back in 2007. And they won gold for Canada that year as well in Minnesota.
Well, not a big scoring zone for Stuart.
Okay.
Came into this week not feeling very well. Some flu going through the Nova Scotia team, but they've all seemed to be better now, which is wonderful. You hate to come to your first experience and struggle because of health.
And speaking of those juniors, Kathy, we saw Stuart in 2013 back in Fort McMurray as he picked up a bronze medal that year, skipping Nova Scotia, an 8-3 record, and as you mentioned, his first appearance here at the Tim Hortons Brier.
Back 4.
Gotta go hard.
This is not for weight, trying to get the movement over to the lid.
Okay. Good judge, guys.
And shot stone still belongs to Jamie Cooey.
Well judged.
Same weight you threw, hey, and just catch a little bit on the inside.
I get it right beside it.
Yeah.
Should be able to steal on.
I like it. I think that's the shot. What do you think? Like same throw, pretty much?
Well, we can manage it, right? As long as I got a good line. We can manage it with sweep to be a little less. I think you need a little less. I think I need just inside. Throw the same way, just let him go a bit more.
I do love the story that you told, Brian, about Jamie thinking about stepping back and letting somebody else step up, but instead made the choice to take 3 people that had not had the experience and try to work with them. And in just watching Jamie's body language and watching as I do updates for the rest of the day, I think it's rejuvenated him a little bit as well. He seems to be loving being out here. And even though they haven't had wins in their first 2, they played 2 of the toughest teams in the pool, and they have played them very close.
Here more. Yep.
Line's good.
Okay, line's good. Shade more.
Hard!
It is the 13th appearance for Jamie, including that pre-competition format that we had for a few years. So he's been on this ice many times before.
Go, Cole! Come on, Cole. Go.
His final stone here, a little tap. And it is still shot stone belonging to Northwest Territories on the button.
Are you thinking maybe play it like, well...
I'm thinking you hit like a 16th and try to get it across the top.
Yeah. I'd hate to just clip ours, though. It's a steal of 2, isn't it? Or is that okay?
I think it's a steal of 2.
It would be.
Oh, maybe we are out counting it. Forgot you moved it on your last one.
Well, I mean, if we err on the side of hitting it thick, we're never in danger of more than 2.
But is it
more than one?
Is it possible to get that across the top?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You just got to.
Hit like a 30-second.
I think we'll just give it a go. If I hit it thick, it's fine. It's just a steal of 1, right?
Yeah, like if you accidentally hit a quarter, well, yeah, you're still fine.
Are we okay for time? I'm just wondering if it's worth trying.
I think the percentage of making this is less than 5.
I probably agree.
Just to graze this one back.
I don't mind just firing it away.
Can you do this? Like, is the intern there at all to try to like move that a few inches?
That'd be bonkers.
Just slide out here and throw a softie and see.
Yeah, let's give that a go. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'll just throw a baby and we'll try and do something. Yeah.
Like back 8.
Yeah.
So now they're going to the other shot, which is less risk, trying to get by that top stone, just to get to the lid to tap that yellow ever so slightly.
Are you baby releasing this or just?
Does that look good?
This will be a softie.
Okay.
So the softie that he's talking about is what we talked about earlier, Brian, which is releases. So coming out with a soft release, we'll watch. And so that this release here, without a lot of rotation, will warp in at the end. When it gets to the break point, it's going to curl more than if he had a lot of rotation. And that's what he needs to get around and to the center line. But this has got too much weight and will not catch the curl.
So a stolen point for Jamie Cooey and the Northwest Territories as they tie this game up at 3.
Probably could have been close if I actually threw the right weight.
It's the Tim Hortons Brier here on TSN.
Yeah, it might have been there.
And a 3-3 tie. Welcome back to Brandon, Keystone Center. And we've moved from our feature that we started with this morning, BC and Team Canada with Brad Gushue a commanding lead, over to Nova Scotia and the Northwest Territories in a 3-3 tie. Into lead stones as you check the scoreboard, the 2 and 5, the only deuce on the board for Team Nova Scotia and Stuart Thompson. And here an 8 after that steal, it is Thompson again with hammer throwing the red stones.
Go for that positive 45-50.
Nice draw numbers from Taylor Ardeal this morning for Team Nova Scotia.
Mine's good.
For Nova Scotia, a really difficult shot on his final stone. Not a lot of opportunity to get shot stone. I think his selection of the less risky shot was the right one. Playing the hit, he could have given up 2. And so we'll try to score 2 in this all-important 8th end.
You got one more.
Take the lead back.
Thanks.
New rules. Team reminding him that he cannot hit it.
Back, Matt. Nice and tight, Matt. Real quick, good release.
See, Kathy, that's why you bring the millennials. They're up to date on all this stuff.
There you go.
Oh, guys.
But had he hit it, the stone automatically goes back. You do not have an option.
Oh, there. Oh, we're there.
For either team, even if the team that had thrown it didn't want it there, they don't have that choice. If you remove it, it just goes back.
And nice to take advantage of having that import, having Matt's experience in junior, that world gold and Canadian gold, who now calls Calgary home. And an update over on Sheet A, and just moments ago, New Brunswick, a 6-3 lead over Team Alberta, but a chance for Kevin Cooey to get right back in this game.
Now, Terry Odishaw tried a double on his final stone, caught it just a little too thick, caught one, just moved the other stone over, so has to navigate that sitting at the back of the house, but a chance for 3.
Benny Hebert, a few late scrubs, and there it is. So 3 on the board. So Kevin Cooey, it's amazing. 3 Brier titles, chasing down his 4th, and really with 4 different sets of teams in theory, the guys that he's had on his squad over the years.
Now, and one of the interesting things on that sheet is yesterday Terry Odishaw had 1 minute and 13 seconds left to play the final end. They decided to shake, but time management was an issue.
And that's usually Team Alberta's playbook at times, as they push the clock at times.
Top 8.
I think, like, honestly, I think a positive 40, you guys can get it there.
That looks like minimum ice.
You had a soft 50 for me, and I got there. So
Yeah, that's the same ice Taylor had. Throwing it soft.
Yeah, that's the same way.
So you guys want to see
Now,
that?
that isn't a lot of ice, and is telling about what this sheet is doing.
Not a lot of national experience for Travis. He played in one Canadian mixed doubles championship back in 2014 in Ottawa. As he delivers, we check in on Sheet D. BC and Team Canada, this was our feature to start the morning, and one to come here from Jim Cotter, and what's been a frustrating morning for Team British Columbia.
Well, it has, trying to catch that stone thick enough, or thin enough rather, to make the double to bring the biter into play, but this is moving.
And just the one for BC, so Brad Gushue looking very strong to go to 3-0 at this year's Brier.
Like that? You want to kill it? Sure.
Gotta watch the back one.
Forward.
They talked about the ice and
No, I don't think so either.
demonstrated that it really was straighter. Well, they got by the guard. The problem is, Brian, that it came out the other side.
Get it out there, good move.
And so a chance for the team from Northwest Territories to get access to it and even roll it back underneath.
Whoa! Whoa, clean. Whoa! Clean! Whoa! Clean. Yep! Yep! Yep.
Okay.
And right in the nose there for David Aho. Well, this has to feel pretty good for Scott McDonald. The first ever win for him at the Tim Hortons Brier after 2 great games and losing causes. Team Ontario on the board, a 9-2 victory over David St. Louis and Team Nunavut.
Well, he came in playing Canada and Alberta. Welcome to the show.
Right.
That's a pretty tough start when you're experiencing all the other things that come with the Brier.
We can wait. Same as Rito.
It came down to a final stone against Team Canada in that opener, as I think he has really impressed. And as he said during that team photo, feels like he belongs on the big stage, and he's earned it. They played a lot on tour. I know rookie Skip, and you hear that story, but they played on tour a lot this year. They've been successful, and they've worked really hard for this opportunity.
A lovely draw weight, throwing a very soft handle, but I do believe that it is intentional. They talk a lot about soft release.
Real careful with this one.
Bobby!
It's not really needed on this ice. So far, we've seen a lot of movement. If it straightens out, and I know Russ often talks about how straight ice can be in Atlantic Canada, so maybe that's something that they have perfected to get around guards.
I like it. I think it's all
There's 3 guarantees in life, Kathy. Death, taxes, and Russ making a golf analogy during a curling broadcast.
yes.
Those are the 3 things you can guarantee every day.
Well, who knew that I'd ever think that Russ was the most attractive option ever presented?
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Wow.
whoa,
Death and taxes.
Go. Good throw.
That's a lovely shot around the corner, a little tap.
We're getting there. Good spot. Good shot.
Okay. Like you can still keep a pretty good angle, but this goes bang, bang.
Back 8.
No, I was thinking top 8.
Straight freeze.
Okay. Is the run back any good?
I don't hate the run back.
Try and stay on your high side so that this still goes.
Run back's
Okay,
really
is
good.
the run back any good?
I'm thinking that's a shot or two from now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, top 8.
Throw us tight. We'll get it there.
Yeah. That was on its own team
We
line,
saw
right?
Colton Steele back in Calgary in 2015 in the pre-qualifier. He was the second that year for Glenn McLeod.
Line's good.
Line's
line's a little tight.
Save. Save.
Whoa.
T-line.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Back
whoa,
and forth.
whoa.
More than that.
Taylor.
Ultra thin.
T-line.
Whoa.
Right
Taylor,
behind it.
whoa.
Terrible.
No,
Clean.
that's pretty close.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Can't.
Whoa.
Taylor.
Watch the handle.
It's just straight up good. It's just good. Good shot.
Good. Couldn't ever go.
Couldn't even flip it.
He talks about soft releases to make it go.
Couldn't
Just
even
has
flip
to be careful
I
that
thought we were
he
trying to get to the nose.
remembers
No, I wanted
to put
to
firm
go like
rotation on it.
liverball.
Watch the handle as it comes in the house.
And
We see it
yellow
sideways.
goes
We see it sideways.
But
It
like with
stops
the weight
moving
we had, I
altogether.
thought that
That
we were
can
gonna
work
divide.
against you if you are
You
not
could probably chisel
careful.
the yellow on the intern now with like
Yeah,
a
throw
forward or
this.
something.
Yeah.
That's nice, Peel.
Shade low.
Shade low.
Yeah.
Nose
Trying
gets
to
it though
run
too,
that
right?
straight back and pick out that red stone just thrown.
Head nose, maybe a shade low.
Should run good here, I think, right? Should be dead straight.
Fairly straight.
Skip stones here in 8.
Whoa.
Matt. Yep.
Atta boy.
As Jamie
That's
runs
great.
it back, clips the red stone, and right now it is the territory shot stone.
That's real good, Jamie.
In the 8 foot.
Beaks that red, but we're okay.
Got a bit fortunate on that. Just caught it enough to move it back.
How many does he sit on that? 3?
What's that?
So your nose is at 3?
I don't. Well, I don't think so. I think you gotta be a little high.
Just on the
I think
outside
I like
of
playing
that
this
red
one.
stone.
Half rock high.
Half rock, yeah.
Just slam it into here. I think this probably bounces a couple feet that way.
I'm worried about that spinning too far.
Well, if it spins this way, then if he makes the double, it's redirecting this
No,
way.
nose is good, Jar.
Yeah, because this won't spin if you
It's
hit
harder
nose.
for this to fly with nose, but
I like your thought.
yeah.
Slam it into here.
You're not worried about that 5 going anywhere?
I don't think it's ever going out.
Okay, now let's play Peel then.
Yeah,
Oh, middle of the rock or Peel?
Half a rock. Okay, so throw it positive.
Yeah.
I think this is minimum ice.
Well, Kathy, time for player comparisons brought to you by New Holland. #TogetherBlue.
Now, we moved here during the game, and only in the updates we saw Jamie Cooey having an opportunity to draw and not making that second point, and that seems to be the challenge this morning for Jamie. It is that draw weight. Not many for Stewart, but has been perfect. The edge right now for sure, Nova Scotia. Just off nose for Stewart. Should be able to pick out the Northwest Territory stone and lie 2. Maybe
Stuart
3.
Thompson, bang it back, and look at the yellows go. And 2 right now, shot stones for Team Nova Scotia.
Just a little tight?
Yeah, just tight.
And the double back opportunity now for Jamie Cooey.
That was almost as bad as that when I slid it up center line.
The good news is 6 inches tight of half a rock is a nose hit. So
Yeah.
you ended up with the other one.
There wasn't really a
And great to see the fan support. We were just in Sydney, Nova Scotia, for
Wonderful people.
the Scotties, and some great Nova Scotia support on the prairies here in the stands this morning.
I've become a fan of Nova Scotia as of late, thanks to my son. And so the double opportunity to lie 3.
Oh. Matt. Hard. Gee.
Okay.
And he'll drive it by. So it will be the draw for 2 for Nova Scotia and Stuart Thompson.
Trust the speed here.
Fast, eh?
Yeah, ask them what they think. I would go for like a probably 425, 430.
Not for me, but I'll...
Okay, yeah, check with them.
I'm probably like a 15. This is as quick as that other...
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't changed at all.
I'll give you guys a good number.
You got this.
Still remember, Kathy, one of the craziest Brier finals was back in Saskatoon, and Mark Dacey. It was that comeback against the great Furby 4 that really at that time could have won 5 consecutive. And Mark Dacey, boy,
Buried
that
stones.
comeback for
They used a stone in the 8-foot to bury
Bruce Lonis. Yeah.
around.
And a title for Nova Scotia that year.
It's curling like it's not bad.
Yeah, it's trying. It looks fine to me, but...
14-7, I think right off.
Full 12 will do.
Shot, Stuart.
And that will stop in time. So 2 on the board for Stuart Thompson and Team Nova Scotia. And a 5-3 advantage here for the Brier in Brandon. Welcome back to our coverage. Our second morning draw on this Monday morning from the Tim Hortons Brier in Brandon, Manitoba. Glad you're with us from wherever you're watching across the country. Brian Mudryk, Kathy Gauthier with you. And 2 on the board for Nova Scotia and 8 after that draw. So it is 5-3 Nova Scotia, and Jamie Cooey with hammer down by 2, throwing the Yellow Stones here in 9.
My fault. Just a tough read on that spot.
Yeah.
You know, Brian, last time we talked about Sydney and how much I have grown to love Nova Scotia, and a part of that I mentioned my son who met a young woman named Carly Burgess from Nova Scotia at the Canadian Juniors 2 years ago. And like a lot of great teams that we see switching amongst here, they met and they have dated ever since. And in fact, Carly is flying in on Tuesday to experience the Brier in Brandon. So Jacques and Carly will be making their way out here. But I know more about Nova Scotia now than almost every other province in the country.
Well, they've had a great run at the junior level as well with Team Jones.
Yes, they have.
Mary Fay a few years back with the juniors. Marianne had a great run a couple years ago at the Scotties. So that province has been doing great things in curling. And for Newfoundland and Labrador, now Team Canada, obviously the last 2 years. Brad Gushue from St. John's, another win, 10-4 over BC.
Yeah, back 4. And it felt
as Team Canada, as you mentioned, looking to find that extra gear as we get closer to the championship round of 8, which begins on Thursday. And a lot of pride right now in Newfoundland, Labrador, and the Rock to have 2 teams here this week.
There's nice control here.
Brad did talk about wanting to be ready in every possible way for that game this evening against Kevin Cooey. And we certainly saw in what we showed this morning that they are firing on all cylinders.
Whoa. Little tall in.
Clean. Clean.
Sorry, Matt. Yeah.
As they run them up and down, Jamie Cooey obviously very content to blank this 9 and find a way to score multiple points in 10, not taking any risk whatsoever.
Taylor. Go ahead, Taylor. Taylor! Go ahead. Good throw.
Drive. A shot.
Everybody.
Honest teacher, I was. I learned all about curling, and he signed my son.
And it was worth it. Missing school. The curling education. That's awesome.
Ready? Awesome. Thank you.
You're good. You're good. Clean it. Clean it.
Go, Matt.
Do you ever get a signature of anybody at any sport?
Kind of like the BC game.
You know what's interesting for me? I think it was more about
Good control.
just getting an opportunity to meet somebody or shake a hand. Jack Nicklaus, actually, when I worked in Winnipeg years ago in sports, and he was here for the Canadian Senior Open at St. Charles in Winnipeg. And it's funny, a lot of the media guys went and got his autograph and photos, and I'm a young guy. I just went and shook his hand, which was pretty cool.
Wonderful.
Weight's nice.
Yeah, I've been blessed to interview a lot of people over the years, but you know I love my golf, and meeting Jack was pretty cool.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
Good. Oh boy.
9-5.
Oh, you roll across
And Russ
here.
Howard, obviously. That's probably my top two.
Okay.
Nice control. Get a little flop, I think, Matt.
Well, playing for the
Whoa,
blank here,
control.
one of the keys on this shot is to roll into the house and not leave a guard that Nova Scotia might decide to come around.
Hard call. Hard call. Sweep it out. Sweep it out.
As David will lose the shooter. David, by the way, Kathy, he holds the record, the most appearances at the Canadian Junior Men's Curling Championship. He was there 8 times, and most recently, that was 2014. He won a bronze medal as the Alberta second that year. So between Matt and David, a lot of great junior experience they can bring to this level, and hopefully for them get back here many more times to continue to build off the experience here now at the Brier.
Got a boy.
Thanks.
Nice and quick here.
Touch less than I threw last time, okay? So my freeze, I ended up being a bump.
I like it. What do you guys think? Got it there already?
I don't think we're
I think it's there already.
Maybe close.
We'll continue to watch in this 9th end. Both of the sheets to the players' right in Charlie and Delta have left. Those are the games that concluded earlier, and sometimes when the air circulation changes a little bit beside you, you can see slight differences on your sheet.
Yeah, even if I end up getting the cheap deuce, it's still fine, right?
Yeah. I can't see how this could go horribly wrong.
That's max, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I'm okay with max. We just never want to overcurl.
And that's a reason why you need to stay on
Yeah,
top
if
of
we
your
just tap
stones
it
when
out,
you know it's going
fine.
through.
Yeah,
Northwest
or, like,
Territories
T-line's also great.
had the opportunity to sweep that stone right out of play, but because it is still in, an opportunity for Nova Scotia to freeze on that side.
I'd agree. I'd agree with that.
Maybe try to force Jamie Cooey after all.
This is max ice, so just don't kill it.
Okay.
So Skip Stones here in 9.
It's all there. It's all there.
Pretty much a wide open
On its
end
own.
as Stuart gets a chance here, the in-turn draw.
Okay, I think you got to go, Travis, to try to hit this.
Back. It's almost hacked.
Did not
keep
want to
going.
tap that. Now they're just trying to make it move.
Come on, Rito. Come on, Rito.
So Travis Coulter right up, and it does spill out.
It's a big number.
Are we trying to just go in front of him or right?
I think so, yeah.
I guess if he wants to give us 2, we got to take it.
Let's draw up there somewhere.
Okay. Somewhere in front. It's good here. Yeah, it's equally
So it's
quick.
been a great year
Quick,
for the
equally
Cooey
quick, yeah.
family. Obviously, Jamie's back, and
Yeah.
Kevin at the Brier, and we saw Carrie Galusha at the Scotties, and Carrie was also here with family cheering on both her brothers this week.
That's good.
Line's good, guys.
Still there. We're okay, though. You think we're okay?
T. Line's good. Sweep for T. Line's real good.
Yeah, it's T.
Okay, all you guys.
Really want to go yet?
Looks close.
Good throw, Jamie. Good boy.
So a different path here as Jamie finds left edge there of the
Right outside
12.
the middle.
Yeah. the half rocker. See if I can slide at the broom this time.
Helps, doesn't it?
It definitely ups the percentage.
Right.
Yep. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Threw it great.
Great throw, yeah.
Want to try here?
And just
That's
like that,
No,
the
that
door
was
opens for Jamie Cooey.
a lot of weight and way out in the wings. If his last motion was out at all, holy Toledo.
You actually touched it. I thought that looked really good.
No, I thought it was my best throw.
And now we'll listen to the discussion of whether
It's
you
one of those
peel
ones
out
that
your
you
own.
Clean or sweep just because it looks perfect the whole way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you had half a rock out of your hand. Maybe just were you a little more positive.
Yeah,
than
you gotta
earlier?
steal eventually anyway. We played the whole end to take 3 and 10. To try to take 3 and 10.
I like taking 2.
I think we got to take it, Jamie. The boys don't. The boys disagree. What do you think, Chad?
What do you think, Jamie?
Yeah, I like taking 2.
I'm all on the other three. Jamie was saying, we played this whole end to take 3, but
You're telling me different.
you know what? It's way easier, in my opinion, to steal 1 than to take 3.
Yeah, I like the same throw.
And I know that you go into this end determined that you're going to blank, but when you're given a gift like this to tie the game, don't know what the numbers would be, but most people would choose to take the 2 and not peel your own out to be coming down to, even though you would have hammer, you're going to have to steal at some point. You're likely to score 2 and 10.
No help here, guys.
But then you may have to steal an 11. Why not steal in 10?
Mine's good. Mine's good.
I got to be honest, Kathy, as the amateur up here, I would have thought for sure you take your 2 without even thinking about it. But
Well, no, I really like this call, but Jamie was prepared to be swayed. I'll tell you that much.
well, an unlikely 2 after the miss from Stuart Thompson, and we're tied up after 9. Welcome back to the Keystone Center. Third time that Brandon has hosted the Tim Hortons Brier. And coming home in 10, we've got a tie game between Northwest Territories and Nova Scotia. And Kathy, worth revisiting that discussion. Jamie Cooey had the open draw for 2, but they debated peeling it out and maybe trying to score 3 in 10. Maybe just take us through your thoughts on that and the thinking process behind it.
Well, you know, for Jamie and his team, they came into that 9th end determined to blank, to retain last rock coming home. So there's nothing wrong with that approach. But when you are given an opportunity, which presented itself when Stuart flashed on his final stone, you're going to have to either score 3 or steal in this game. So to peel out your own, to have last rock coming home, I would say is a much lower percentage to win than to take the 2 when you have the opportunity. It is the only 2 that Northwest Territories has scored in this entire game.
I think with that 30,
So take your 2 and try to steal here. And all 3 guys, other than Jamie, were like, no, we would like the 2, please.
And with the 5 rock rule, obviously you have to think that your odds are a little bit better of stealing 1. You're not trying to steal 2, you steal the 1 and you win.
Whoa. Back 12. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Hard line.
Hard. Come on.
We got a line. Off.
Taylor Ardeal, and he'll wreck on the yellow guard and the shooter, though.
Good throw.
Heads up to sweep it into the rings, top 12.
It was heavy, yeah.
I think we can go here. Ladder that again.
Do you want to nibble with 12? Okay.
Just a tight guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice and tight. You got it.
Nice and tight. Good release.
Looks like a lot.
Yeah.
With the 1 guard in play being halfway between the hog and the house, it's hard to throw a second guard and not set up a double.
No, we're even there. You might have to go behind.
But light is your tolerance for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You want to go off it hard? No, we're...
Could even unlock the ones in the forefoot.
Only one other game still on the ice on this Monday morning at Keystone Center. It is New Brunswick and Alberta. And things did not look great early on, Kathy, for Team Alberta, but Kevin Cooey, the three-time Brier champ, has battled back in this game.
Well, he has an opportunity here for two and the lead for the first time since the second end.
And bang, away it goes. There's that biter touching 12 in the back 12. So 8-7, Alberta does lead after 9, and Odisha and New Brunswick with Hammer coming home.
Sure.
By the way, New Brunswick last defeated Alberta at the Brier. It was back in 2013 when James Grattan got the better of Kevin Martin that week.
No, it's not. No. Like if they eventually make that, if they eventually make the hit and theirs are perfectly lined up, we can't score.
Then we lose. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to.
Yeah, I don't mind going for the one in the rings. That might be the right call.
So I heard what you were saying about making sure we leave ourselves to show them last. But what are you thinking?
I think Colton's right. Like if he makes his last one good, and we rip, he makes a nose, and everything stays lined up, I might not be able to have a shot.
Yeah, I agree with that. However, I don't think we have to make that move yet because there's still a bunch of rocks to be had.
There's still 6
and we might get a big overcurl on one of their guards. And if we do get a big overcurl,
we already have half of that.
No, I understand. But what I'm saying is I'm not sure this is the ideal situation to be
going
after.
So you're saying if they really overcurl, then we nose that yellow and stay in front of them?
But that's us playing for a miss.
No, I understand, but I think it's too early in the end to be going after that. I think we can bide ourselves some time by ripping the center, and if we don't get, they may actually place the rock in a less ideal position, and then in which case, then you will have that chance.
Well, I think that one's less than ideal. I think they want their guard to be right in front of the yellow.
If we rip this, if they keep putting up better ones, we can't play the blast. They might not leave it for us.
I think that this is our best chance, and then I'll have a draw before on my last, hopefully.
Okay.
If their come around's not perfect.
If you think that's
I think we blast now. I think we blast now. Go for it. Yeah, I think they wanted that to be dead in front of it, and it's not.
Okay. So do we play the clean pick, and if we kiss ours, it's fine?
I don't think. No, I think we want to get rid of that.
Okay.
You hit half, you might get it going back.
So you got a couple of options here. One of them is get rid of this.
Okay, let's just make it.
They talked about that, but their concern are these two stones. So they're going to blast, get rid of those. Keeping in mind, if you don't, Nova Scotia always would have this stone to come off if they needed. The guard is what Jamie Cooey wants.
Yeah,
that's how he's going to be able to steal, but their concern is that if he makes it good in the forefoot, they may not have a shot, and by blasting these stones out, they feel that they will. However, the guard will still be in play.
Yep.
Hard!
Really got
off it.
Well.
So away goes the guard after the timeout.
I thought that was
and
pretty close.
Conversation with Coach Kevin Patterson. Kevin lives in Leduc, Alberta, and coached a number of times at the Canadian Juniors.
Well, and that's his preferred call. That was not the call, but
What do you think about there?
that is the outcome that he was hoping for, was to rip that front, feeling it's just so early to worry about making a play on those stones in the forefoot.
Don't want to.
Wait's there, I think.
Don't want to.
Halfway tight.
Whoa. Clean way out in front of it. Just clean it.
I think we're in, Jamie.
Pick's no good. Clean it.
We're almost in the rings, Jamie. I think we're in.
I see that, but
we can clean it then.
Oh, geez.
Sit.
So Matt Ing coming in a little bit deep and over curls as well.
Geez.
Well, you can see that center path. It's obviously flattening
Centimeter
out
high.
with the movement at the end. The bigger problem for Matt was the weight.
Touch off.
Yes. Yep.
Hard.
Really hard.
So Travis Coulter will try to take advantage.
Yep.
And he'll drive that right by. Shooter sticks around.
Good try.
It's not bad.
He's just not getting those out.
They did the exact
Yeah,
same
I
thing.
think like what I said to him was like based on my one being super straight. I didn't want him to pop it. But.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Half tight. Tim's logos?
Like 2.5.
2.5 is perfect.
Yeah. I'll shoot. Like, I mean, 2 is good.
You know, Kathy, Jamie was asked what he hoped to bring to this young squad before the championship began, and he said obviously he wanted to share his knowledge of what to expect. It's a busy week. There's lots going on, but he said priority number one is to remember to enjoy it. And for a guy who's been here many times, really enjoy the atmosphere. And especially in a city like Brandon, who's hosted every curling event you could imagine over the years. And you know the fans will be passionate, and they will show up, and they will cheer.
For good shots, no matter
Absolutely.
what. That's great advice. Rob Meekin said the same thing last night in talking to Team Manitoba, that beyond everything, don't forget to enjoy the moment and to look around and realize what a gift you've been given to play in something like this in a city that really appreciates curling.
Those are close.
You know, he said, we got some great games in us. We know we got the talent, but it's the consistency, Jamie says, that's hurt his team over the years. And to make that championship round on Thursday, they said they got to win at least 4, maybe 5, and just claw their way in. And consistency is the one thing that he pointed to during a long week.
Thin, yep. Hard thin. Good shot.
Good call.
Well, we picked it up mid-game, Kathy, but we'll take it to the game story. It's brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
We talked about the 2 and 9, and there were no other 2s on the board. We did that update in 3. Jamie had the opportunity, was a little bit light, and that heavy made the difference. Well, that big debate. A lot of people are at home debating, what do you want to have? Do you want to be up 2? Do you want to be down 2? Where do you want to be in this 5-rock rule? Jamie Cooey's team elected to be tied, but that means they need to steal.
Gotta hold it. Gotta be near center. Hard. Hard, wait.
Hard, guys. Keep going.
Keep going.
As good as you can. Keep going.
Whoa.
It's good.
I think it's the same.
I think I gotta freeze this one now, eh? He rips it.
Freeze on the first. Straight peel.
Straight peel for Nova Scotia. They're set up pretty well. They have stones on either side of the 4-foot that they can utilize to either run into the mix if Jamie Cooey gets shot stone, or to hit and roll off of if they have to. So opening.
Bait.
I thought maybe it might have worked out in our favor if he hit that.
I'm out.
And Jamie will take a timeout for the Northwest
It might
Territories.
have worked out terrible too, though.
Yeah.
He has to make a play on it, and based on him having to make a play, there's a very good chance he leaves it high side. Right?
I wasn't sure who was shot. That definitely
Right here. You don't know where curl. You might be able to get them both going, right?
I'll probably just slam it.
What's that?
I'll probably slam it if you do it
Like
there.
if I go a hair across, this one might kick.
So, like dead nose is pretty good, right?
Dead nose is pretty good, but then this one kicks, but then your shooter stays.
If you're on this side, if you over curl it a little bit.
If we throw another guard, I don't think he's
feeling again. Then we got to play this.
I think I play that.
Which is
likely he's going to have something to whack, right?
You say, Shad? Do you think he guards right back though, and then we got to play the red?
Well, I don't think he'll guard, but I don't know what he'll do.
I think dead frozen nose is okay too.
That?
I think dead frozen nose is okay.
Yeah, as long as you can't blast it, because then we got to bury around this, which is not.
And if you blast it all, then I go here.
Yeah. Just leaves him before putting around this.
He's got to run it. Or
I'd like to make him draw whatever we do.
Yeah, but if you blast everything and you go here, then his run, he's either got to make the double, right? Because he won't be shot way up there, right?
Yeah.
He's got to get both of them.
Yeah. Whatever you see, and my first thought was guard, but whatever you want him to throw on his last
I like the freeze.
I'm not so certain he doesn't do something with his.
Okay.
Right there.
I like just dead frozen.
Yeah.
I don't mind coming in either. You heard, I think it was Matt saying no matter what we do, we want him to draw. Well, I don't think that's going to happen given the situation with the rocks right now. And so how do you protect what you've got and create an opportunity for yourself to win this game? If you throw a guard, can't predict what your opponent's going to do. For Jamie, a nose freeze, if he's right on the nose, he's going to have some options even off the red on his final stone, and that is the call that he's playing.
What do you think of that ice?
Do you think it's max? It's like a lot. But is it okay if we overcurl the top one though if we're frozen? Like if we're frozen inside?
Maybe a touch less? That's a touch.
Okay, let's go. Actually, just give me one second.
It's funny, he's been here many times, Kathy, but
I think they're super.
you get up, you look at the Jumbotron, you see yourself on the big screen, and it's like, all right, reset, settle in. And of course, just down to 2 games now with the 4 sheets of ice out there.
Back 8, hold in. Hold, guys.
Where are we?
In a 5-5 tie here in 10 down to Skip Stones. And the first one from Jamie Cooey.
Out of curl.
Not if it's heavy.
Oh, we're back 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, Matt. Straight.
And we'll chip the Yellowstone in. I think it still is Nova Scotia shot rock.
I believe so.
Timeout right now?
Sure.
Timeout.
And with that, Nova Scotia will use their second timeout of the game.
Unreal.
Both teams, lots of time still remaining.
Play back 8 and do this. And move this to here. I think we just rip,
hitting when
and then he goes here, and then I got to hit 4-foot.
I think you probably get everything going.
Yeah, I'm not really
He's
worried
gonna come
about
around our high one.
You'll either have a hit or a draw. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Blast.
I think we just rip them, and then he goes back 4, and then I meet him.
Nose would be really good, but you have to flirt with that top one. So I think we just try to hit 3/4.
Yeah.
I just don't want
as
ours
much as you can.
Ours doesn't drag past this back one, does it?
No, it definitely does that.
Okay. You need to throw it positive with this ice, okay?
Positive?
I think it'll curl with this intern. We were getting a
so
couple
you
inches
blast the
curl
red
here.
yellow. The red stone belonging to Nova Scotia will go on to the yellow stone that is in the 8-foot.
I'm fine.
Yeah, and he feels that then Jamie will draw around back 4. He'll either have a short run or a draw for the win.
Feel?
Yep.
All right. Clean. Whoa. Clean all the way.
So Stuart Thompson is first.
Good.
Moves a lot of granite around the 4-foot. And it looks like Nova Scotia lying 1, maybe 2.
I think
Like the same
2.
turn, probably?
Yeah, I think so.
I'd
hit it a little thicker.
So for Jamie, got to try find a place to hide with his final stone.
Like the ice? Or hair left?
Where'd we end up?
Well, he clears out the 4-foot. That's
but that's
really
back 12,
important for
right?
Nova
Yeah,
Scotia.
he's drawing anyway. I thought he might hit and make us throw against 2.
You think that's
Maybe a
good?
touch less.
So trying to
think the ice
utilize
is
that
fairly good.
stone
My
that
weight
is
fine.
shot
Yeah.
as a guard and bury behind there. And then it will be decision time for Nova Scotia. Do you play the run
Back T?
or do you play the draw?
Even full back 4 is all right, guys. So that was back 12, eh?
Yeah.
I'm thinking the line might be
The line was
terrible
good.
with.
Yeah, I think the line was pretty good.
Well, we barely hit it. Like, we barely. Maybe hair less.
Hog to hog, Kathy, is 15 fairly consistent for the week?
It is.
There
you go, Jamie.
Bury your deep.
Let's do it. Good release. I like it right now.
Line's good.
Like
He
it.
needs to steal one
Nice
here.
close.
Final
Don't wanna
stone,
go yet.
Jamie
Close.
Cooey in 10.
Go if you can.
Trying to tuck a piece around that red stone.
Hard.
Top 8. Has to be shot stone, and this thing is starting to break.
That's 15-9.
They get a hard for line. This is all over that red stone, and that will do it. Handshakes between Nova Scotia and the Northwest Territories, and a win for Stuart Thompson out of the Dartmouth Curling Club. Final score 6-5, and the fans that have made the trip very happy to see Stuart and company pull off the victory. And 1 game remains on the ice right next door as we check in on Team Alberta, Team New Brunswick. And that is a lot of yellow right around the 4-foot with 1 to come from Terry Odeshaw. And he is in tough.
It, but it bounces back here.
It's not going to bounce very far.
Doesn't go by this. Well, it might. I don't think it does. Just,
you got to play it.
if we play a hit and roll, I'm not worried about making a double. If we just play the hit and roll, I don't even know if we'd be shot then.
No, you wouldn't be there. This might be the. You got a minute 20 to play. Minute 20. So I think that might. That's obviously got to spin up a little bit or under. I'm not sure.
And clock's an issue here. Just a minute 12 remaining.
On TV, you cannot make it.
It looks harder on the TV.
And this is the final stone here in 10.
Well, this is really tough. Kevin Cooey's final stone eliminated a red belonging to New Brunswick and rolled in a little bit. It's the one at the back of the forefoot, so it took away sort of an around the horn shot for Terry Odishaw. There are no timeouts left for New Brunswick, so they couldn't spend a lot more time, but I'm not sure a lot more time discussing this would help.
And as you saw the scoreboard at one point, it was a 5-2 advantage. They stole 3 in that fourth end.
Yep.
But Alberta has battled back. So, final stone here in 10.
Yep.
Terry
Yep.
Odishaw.
Yellow-red double.
Run it back, and he drives it by, and Team Alberta escapes with a victory on this Monday morning as they came back from that 5-2 deficit to win 12-7. No lead is safe this year at the Tim Hortons Brier. So the 3-time Brier champ still perfect in Pool B, as that was our focus this morning on Pool B play. And Team Alberta still 3-0 as Team Canada. Another win for Gushue and company and Northern Ontario. And Brad Jacobs also undefeated in Pool A. And a reminder, the top 4 from each pool qualify for that championship round of 8, which begins on Thursday. Time for a picture? You bet, as Team Alberta pulls it out. We'll wrap our coverage up right after this.
The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2019 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Find comfort in Purex. By Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Pretty happy Team Nova Scotia. Stuart Thompson, Colton Steele, Travis Coulter, and Taylor Ardeal enjoying the win with family and friends as they knock off the Northwest Territories. And just a reminder, this afternoon it's back to Pool A. It is Saskatchewan, Kirk Myers and Martin Kretz. Team Quebec, 2 guys we've seen here many times before, but for both, their first time skipping now at the Tim Hortons Brier. You can watch that one across our TSN feeds at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Vic, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy have you covered. Looking forward to a great week here at the Tim Hortons Brier in Brandon, Manitoba. On behalf of myself, Kathy Gauthier, and our crew here at TSN, thanks for watching. The Brier lives here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.